Because he sits over here in this corner.
Who that?
Who said that?
Who said that?
Nah, that's a good.
Who is it? Princess, my
Is
cousin.
this you playing?
Princess.
Oh,
In
G.
Paris.
Yeah,
like,
Fresh ain't getting no signal right now.
So after this song,
What
we'll
live
go
is
ahead
this?
and jump
This
in.
is Voice It Live.
Oh, is this the
So
song that's being played?
on live, I might
This
not be
is
able
the song
to get
that's
him,
been played on
but
live.
when we put our
No, I
other
ain't even
live
get
up,
bored yet, so
it'll
they
show
start
all
playing
of us.
nothing.
And then there's also
Alright,
Dave's
we're ready,
live,
we're ready to
but
go.
you can't see Josh on any of our lives, unfortunately.
Alright, so what you gotta do is sit. I brought it here.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Sorry, guys.
Music playing? What's going on, my good people? Welcome to another episode of Voice It. Shout out to the beautiful ladies watching again tonight. We're gonna jump straight into it.
Episode 4. Welcome back. Episode
Queens.
4. If we did Lord Jesus, you gonna start this queen stuff, child.
To all the, nah, he didn't read.
All the beautiful black
It's
queens.
not me.
Nah. Yeah, we got.
All right, well, let's get started with Truth or Shot. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Everybody will participate.
Oh, y'all didn't see what we drinking on?
Including, oh
yeah,
yeah, let's see what we're
tonight.
drinking on.
We're drinking
Ooh.
this is LeBron's with them.
Yeah.
Shout out, Roddy.
Shout out Brian. Labos.
Lobos.
Alright, so it's Truth or Shot, guys. Kiera, what you got for us?
I'll keep it simple tonight.
Please.
Oh, you don't know what simple is? Okay.
Right.
What's everybody's body count?
That's so deep.
That's
Jesus.
wow.
That's not
You
true
can
to
choose
shot.
to take
It
a
is.
shot.
You can
It
choose
is.
to
You
take
can
a
tell
shot
the
or tell the
truth,
truth.
or you can take a
hold on.
shot.
So Josh is not a part of this because he don't drink.
I do. I drink all the time.
You
So
don't
right
agree?
now.
Truth or shot? Josh, we'll start with you.
Can we start that way first?
No, we starting with Josh. Go ahead, Josh.
10.
You've had sex with 10 women, that's it?
Mhm.
You know this right off the bat because
Yeah.
you just
I just added it up earlier today, actually.
Oh,
When I was
earlier
talking to my
today?
wife,
She asked you your body count?
talking, and we talked about it. So I know off the top of my head because it just happened. We just talked about it.
Did she share hers?
Yeah,
Were you pleased with the answer?
just me. One.
Okay.
Your body count can get it.
Sam?
I'm gonna take a shot of this lemonade right now.
Lemonade. No, we take shots of the logos. Edgy, can you pass on this? It would be a shot, not a mixed drink, if you choose not to answer. Make sure he's pouring that in an empty cup, Aisha.
Neither one is MVP.
I'm
You gonna have to-
You gotta drink out the bottle,
You
Paul.
gonna have
Yeah,
to
you're gonna
drive
have
a
to
boat.
waterfall that, huh?
I'm never driving the boat on anything. It's
I
never.
mean, you can drive your own boat, but I'm just saying you gotta
It's
drive a
not
boat.
being dropped.
Done that before with
I've never done that.
Gatorade, all types of
Right.
shit.
What do you
Exactly.
mean?
Oh my God.
Josh.
Yo. Hey, man. Hey, yo. What?
Kia, what's in it?
Whoa.
She got something in there.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
No, we not let the
Oh my
do it. Hold on.
Go
What you got
ahead,
yourself?
Sam. Don't let him bully
What's
you.
in
You
here?
comfortable.
Yo.
Nothing there.
It's all in there.
Sam, go ahead. Don't let
No,
him
we
bully
not
you. Go
fighting.
ahead. Sam, go
Hold
Hold on,
ahead.
for the rest of this
Don't
shit.
let him. Don't let him bully you like
Yeah,
that.
like, just go ahead.
Come on.
You know you did
Josh
it now.
did a reaction.
This nigga said,
You know he
say
did it.
Yo,
Say we
Sam,
gonna
go
buy
ahead.
it.
Come on, bro. You holding this up.
Don't look at him.
That nigga.
Don't look at him.
Nigga gay. Nigga gay. Wow.
All right, we're moving on to Asia.
She taking a shot. She taking a shot. I know she's taking a
I
shot.
think your mom needs some.
I-
No.
I know she's taking a shot.
Oh, look at
Tighten up, tighten up. Everybody tighten up. Put your phone in.
Relax,
Get yourself together.
relax.
It's just a
I'm
question.
It's not giving. It's not giving large, but I am gonna take the shot.
What you mean it's not giving large? What does that
And then she
mean?
gonna
I
take
don't
a
know.
shot.
Whatever, however you want to take it. However
Large.
you want to deal with it. However you want to go
Large
about
is a
it.
size. We said a number.
You heard what I said.
You don't
I'm
want
taking
to
the
speak
shot. I'm
on
taking
it.
the shot. I'm taking
I'm
the
just,
shot.
I'm just
We got a lot of shots.
Now these
going
next,
on
like
this week.
these next two, I just want to see what they was gonna do. So what you gonna say? You gonna talk about it?
Nah, I'm taking my
Zane,
shot.
what's
You gonna take
good?
a
You
shot?
gonna take a shot?
Yeah, I'm
Is that
taking a shot.
crazy?
You can pass it this
It's
way.
not.
because
It's not
I'm
that
taking
it's
a shot
that
too.
crazy.
Yeah, you can talk about it now.
And you know, I'm usually open
could
with
talk
things
about
like that. I
it.
talk to y'all
Yeah.
about, stuff like that, but
You don't want to ask the question. You can't ask the question.
But
Not
that
this.
doesn't.
Yeah, y'all
You
wild.
Yeah,
don't
come on,
put
y'all
boundaries
wild,
on my
man.
tradition.
Now we wildin'.
Okay. Shots up.
Well, as Kiara begins to take her shot, we're gonna jump into the new music spotlight. Larry June, do we care? Did you listen
I fuck
to
with
it?
Larry hard. That's
Like
my
it?
guy.
Did you listen to his new project, Spaceships?
I have listened to
On
a
the
couple
Blade.
tracks.
You said you listened to a couple tracks. Did you like it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like him though. What y'all think?
I'm not a big Larry fan,
Really?
but it's a pass for me. Sam, have you
Shout
listened
out to my man Reggie P. First put me on Larry June last year. So, you know, a little bit. I ain't listened to this one, but I like his music.
What about you, John?
It's a vibe.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Okay.
You've never heard of Larry June?
Mm-mm.
That doesn't surprise me.
What about Tank R&B Money? Do we care or
I wasn't
pass?
listening.
Never heard it.
Nobody listened to it.
Nah.
Okay.
Is that
Tank.
the singer
The
Tank
singer
or the
Tank?
rapper Tank?
The singer Tank?
Because there's two Tanks, and I
Yes,
just
it-
realized that.
Yeah, it's the singer Tank.
Didn't know that it was a rapper Tank.
Yeah, the singer Tank. I don't know the rapper Tank.
I like the singer Tank, but I have not heard that, so maybe I'll take a listen.
What about Tink Pillow Talk? Do we care or pass?
Pass. I don't even know what that is.
You know Tink.
You
I don't know who it is.
Why do I know what's
Hold on, Tink is the one saying.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
I'm thinking about
Million.
what's the song?
And that's-
Someone who does.
Yeah.
That's her.
Yeah, that's her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously,
Yeah, I know who that is. I haven't heard
So
it.
pillow talk, we gonna
Pass.
pass.
It's not-
Okay.
We're not gonna say bad,
We're
we're
not
not saying
gonna
heard
pass.
it.
Right.
but nobody cares to listen to
So
it.
y'all care?
No.
I mean, I would check it out. I'll check it out now that we talked about it. I ain't
Okay.
gonna pass on it.
I'm not gonna
Key
pass.
Glock from Nothing Single. Did y'all listen to it?
Haven't heard it.
Care,
One that I
pass?
care to listen to it.
I care to listen to it.
Yeah.
Now
They
it's
making
giving
a point. They
out
don't
Nah,
care.
that job look like Glock right now.
Nicki Minaj, Super Freaky Girl remix.
I listened to it, wasn't impressed.
You wasn't impressed?
I listened to it. It's not my fave, although I'm a barb.
She's a bar, but she was not
So I
impressed.
have,
What's the name for
I have
her?
to be honest though.
What does it
What,
say
why didn't y'all
about
like it? Why weren't y'all impressed?
It's not that I didn't like it. It's just not my speed. Like it's just not my speed when it comes. And I love Nicki, but all of her songs don't just hit me. So you know, I don't show favoritism just because it's Nicki Minaj. But I do like most of her stuff. 95%.
Okay, that's a bet.
Shout out my nigga Kim.
So we're gonna jump into the artist news. Have you guys seen the recent? Well, I don't want to say split because I don't know their business. But have you guys noticed that Offset and Quavo have? I mean, not Offset and Quavo, but Quavo and Takeoff have been doing their own thing compared to Offset.
I just gotta tighten up over here.
Nah,
Okay.
for real.
It's the
Right,
tripod.
she
It's the tripod. It's not
It's
me.
not Asian.
It's not me. But I have
You have?
listened to the drama or seen the drama, but I didn't even know because I feel like they did it on a real sneak tip.
No, they definitely did. It
Like,
wasn't.
they-
It
It's
wasn't-
drama though.
Huh?
It's drama or
I don't think it's drama. I think it's just I don't know what it is. So I can't say with so much, but I have noticed the split in
Well,
between
probably
them.
just focusing on his family though.
He could be.
Who Offset?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he just focusing on his family. Got a wife. Got a new kid about to come.
I think.
Why gotta be beef? We read.
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
the
I don't
kid
think
is
it's
here.
beef.
You think it's
I
a
think it was
split, though?
just. I think it was like a brotherly dispute.
somebody said something about drama though. One of them
Yeah.
said drama.
I mean, I won't say
She
that.
was saying she kept up, or she's heard about it.
But it don't
Yeah.
mean it's drama.
She asked if it was drama.
I didn't assume that it was drama. I was just saying maybe it could be or something like that. It might just be like a situation where it's family because they're all family. So it might be one of those things where, you know, family just decided to go their separate ways. But as far as the actual like news between them, I'm saying like it's more so they definitely kept it like under wraps. Like as far as it hitting the media and stuff like that, it hasn't been but so much conversation about it. Like people have talked about it, but it hasn't been like crazy.
I don't think there's probably drama behind it, knowing those three. Like, I can't see what would have happened for them to.
So they said something about like they had unfollowed each other on Instagram or something like that. I had saw that on social media.
Some of this shit be for publicity.
Yeah.
You never know.
The Megan Thee Stallion contract. Did y'all check that out?
So I did hear it with the Megan Thee Stallion contract. This I don't know if this is an album or a mixtape but she did call it an album. Traumazine. She did call it an album. So, but they did say that this label owed them one more album in order to get out of her contract. So it was basically one of those things where here niggas.
She had put out something for the hotties. and called it an album. And then her label has said that's not an album, it's too short. And she was
Really?
like, it's over 45 minutes. And they was like, but it's only 23 minutes of new material. The rest you just remixed and mastered your old stuff. So we're not counting that.
So she never came out with it?
I looked for it on Apple Music today. It was not there. It dropped on Apple Music. It's no longer there. So they took
How-
it back. It's
was
not
this
an album.
old?
She countersued the label and the owner of the label, saying that she did her part, like release me. They basically trying to get her to make free music and not getting paid. She not getting paid her royalties, and she's just not getting paid what she's due. So she's trying to leave, and then he's like, "No, you owe me song."
She going independent or she?
I don't know what she's trying to do after she's released, but
I'm gonna
you
took that
see.
45-minute album off because
Look good.
she said longer than 45 minutes. She didn't say it was 45 minutes. They
Why?
said in the contract
what it
that a
says.
minimum for it to be an album, it has to be a minimum of 45 minutes. And in her lawsuit, it stated that it met the minimum qualification for an album. You specified nothing else that would qualify to make something an album. And it was like, okay, but only 23 minutes of it was new and unheard. So I don't know. Man, good luck with that, girl, because I love you.
Yeah, get your money, Meg.
Get your money. Don't let these niggas try to get shit free up out of you.
So we want to talk about a couple of situations of, you know, women in the industry not making the best decisions possible.
Woo.
going outside, baby.
Yeah, first we want to talk about,
Sad.
how do you pronounce it? Is it Krishan?
Krishan.
Yeah. Blueface's girlfriend. I really hate seeing how.
What won't that girl do for him?
Right,
I'm like, girl, we get it.
I'm just trying to get out the group chat.
We need more
because
Krishans
I'm tired
in the
of the
world,
blogs.
No,
You
we don't
said,
need
you
more.
said we need more Krishans?
You don't believe that.
Explain.
No, we do though.
First of all,
Why do you say that?
Cause like,
you wouldn't date nobody like that.
no, I said we need more in the world, not
Why?
me.
If
When you
wouldn't
say we
benefit
need
from
more
it.
in
It's
the
a lot.
world.
It's a lot of people out there that could benefit from a Krishan, like
Ooh.
ride or die. It's gonna change them in the end.
Nah, I get what you.
It's gonna change
Are
Blueface in
you, are
the
you
end.
talking about the aspect of just how
How is it
loyal
gonna
she
change
is?
Yeah, she's nuts.
What is
You
what
don't.
is-
You could be
what is-
loyal
Like,
without
she's nuts.
being a fool.
What's
No,
gonna
she's
change
nuts.
him? What's gonna change him? Like in a
We
better
never
direction
know.
or a
We never
worse?
know. Blueface kind of off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, if you dating somebody like her and you saying
Nah,
we need
but
more
see,
of her.
see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's looking like Krishan off. But really, he the one off. See what I'm saying? She taking all that off of him and putting it on her, putting the team on her back.
I ain't gonna lie.
Needs
Though.
to be
She
more out
wouldn't have hit
there.
him with a 2-piece if he didn't do nothing wrong.
Nah, Blueface off. That nigga probably. Yeah.
No, what
Oh.
I'm saying is
She off,
he
too.
caused it. He
No,
caused
off
I
it.
every
mean,
time.
yeah,
It's
like
always gonna cause the girls to
she's
go
triggered.
crazy.
She's I
What you
don't
doing?
like that.
It's
Good.
always it.
No, because
So
you
is it-
still have. What was you about to say?
Is it wrong that she 2-piece?
No, never.
Nah, I mean,
You're wild.
no, never.
You're wild. You're
so,
wild.
so shorty 2-piece, you good? Like
Yeah.
you,
He
you
said
be
he
like,
need
I
more
deserve
croissants,
it.
Yeah.
So he need more two pieces.
Death.
Dead.
She ain't hitting for no
She
reason.
two-piece
Huh?
you and now she dead.
Death.
She
Like I
2-piece in
said,
the wrong way.
I want
But
her
I'm
to.
saying-
I want her to want better for herself. That's all I'm saying. on
But
the
she don't want
situation.
better for herself.
Yeah,
No,
what-
I'm saying
what if that's
I
her
want
better?
her to want better.
What if that's
for
her
She
better?
did though. She won. She got on TV and became famous. That's what she wanted.
Yeah, but she's on TV and social
And a
media
negative
looking.
one.
Yeah, she's not looking like.
But that's what she chose when she chose that reality TV show. When you choose reality TV, you choose to look
That
back.
I mean, she probably was doing it for less, for a regular.
She really wants. This is what she wants. This is a lifestyle she chose.
Don't
She
get
a
me
little
wrong.
off too. They both off. They meant for each other.
I don't get me wrong. I definitely, see that she's in the media now. She's making money. She's on TV. But at the same time, for her as a woman, I want better for her. That's all I'm saying.
She got better. She won. She got famous.
Yeah, she's still going outside.
She's not though. She's getting publicity.
If that's how you look at it. On to the next, we have Biggie's daughter, Tiana Wallace.
Ooh, that girl a fool.
I heard Shorty put her house up,
1.5 million.
$1.5 million house up for her boyfriend that was in jail.
That's gonna go to jail. Did y'all see him running people over? One was a baby in a stroller.
Really?
She is dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Like, you bitch.
She done.
Girl.
She's
come
dumb.
on, $1.5 million to bail this nigga out for what?
If your man go to jail, are you putting up anything?
I'm not putting up my house.
Yeah, I'm saying, are you?
I may put something, I may bail him out, but I'm not putting up anything that would cause me to take a L. And
So,
she
hold
took
on.
a major
No,
L.
but if he show up, she ain't gonna take her.
You never know until
If he what? He's
If he
still
show
going
up-
to jail. He's going to
saying-
jail. She bailed him out for a temporary amount of time.
But if he
This
show-
nigga's
like, if he
going
show up to
jail,
court,
you think
if he
I'm-
show up
and
to
then I'm gonna
court,
be
though.
homeless. What am I doing when he locked up? Where am I
No, if
standing?
he show up to court,
When you put just for people that may not
right,
know,
she
me
not gonna lose her
included,
house because if he don't show up, then she in trouble.
She already put the house up.
Yeah,
I'm
so
saying, he gotta go back to
so for
court.
the people that may not know, her putting her house up, how can she like actually lose the house? Like what
If he
has to
don't
happen
show up to
for
court.
her to lose the house if he don't show up to court? So maybe she has that much faith to know like
Or maybe he's there. Maybe
This
she there with him.
nigga, do we know? So he was pulled over by police and he ran from the scene, causing him to hit these people. So
Oh,
you
that's why he
already
hit the
trying to
people?
escape the law. I'm supposed to trust that
You
you
weren't
gonna
ready
show
just
up
yet.
to court.
We're ready to go this
Oh,
year.
okay.
Maybe
I'm
you
gonna
won't be
put him
ready.
on 1.5.
We weren't ready this year.
If you love this girl, L O
Yeah,
L, maybe
she-
he'll do it for her. Maybe
yeah,
he'll show up for her.
I hope he wouldn't put her.
She
I
a
don't
fool.
think he would do that for her.
No, she a fool.
To sum it up,
Yeah.
He should though.
So
should, would,
He's going to
could,
jail.
but he
No, she a
wouldn't.
fool. She a fool.
on the next segment, we are entering neighborhood news. If you guys have been paying attention, one of the things that we have talked about is Brittany Griner. Last week we touched on bases that she was supposed to be coaching a basketball team in a prison. I don't know.
What is that for real?
Yeah, it was definitely in the
Okay.
media
What?
that she was supposed to be coaching
Oh,
a
yeah,
team
yeah.
in a Russian prison.
They want her to be the female.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much and more on that, but today I did see where, well, not, it didn't happen today, but a little minute ago, Dennis Rodman had said that he had planned to go to Russia to try to get her out. And the U.S. government had made a statement saying that Dennis Rodman wasn't going on their behalf, and they actually told him not to go anymore because it may mess up the release of her getting out. So, you know, we're going to see how that go.
What was he gonna do when he got there?
They say he got a tight relationship with Putin,
Really?
however you pronounce his name.
I would never.
Who?
Yeah, the president of Russia.
What's his name?
Look it
So
up.
they're Putin or Putin, something like that.
They said they had a nice relationship. That's why he was gonna go over there. But the U.S. government said don't do that because you're gonna interfere with what we have going on. We also want to touch on the sex trafficking that's going on out here.
Yeah, and Kiera has a good amount of things to touch on that with. So
Well, let's just get into like what's been happening with like these weird little cases you see on the internet, like
It's a lot of
napkins
weird,
being
yeah.
left in door handles for you to get
What you mean,
poisoning. Like you
Oh, I saw
heard that
that.
story?
The girl pulled
Pulled the napkin just thinking of something. She thought her husband was trying to like play with her, so she barely grabbed it.
That's-
got
that's the
acute
crazy part.
poisoning.
yeah, she did. She really just kind of.
Did she fall out?
No, she said her hands
Started
started tingling. She started just feeling weird, and she told her husband once she realized he wasn't playing with her that she needed to go to the hospital. And he pulled up, and they checked her vitals, and they were real weak. And so they sent her back, and they was like, yeah, you got acute poisoning, and had you like really touched it, cause she said she like picked it up with her nails.
With her nail and dropped it.
That like it was barely any on her, and she got acute poisoning from that.
Wow.
And then somebody recently came out and said the same exact scenario happened to her. I don't know where she was at. The first one was in Houston, Texas. So my Texans, be careful out there. But it's just stuff like that. And then there was that video of the girl jogging, and there was a man jogging behind her, and like she kind of like slowed down, and he slowed down. And then she like stopped to the side, and he came, and they started tussling. It was a car parked in front of where she was jogging. Like the car was waiting for her to get to that point. And she tussled with the man. I don't know if she had something, but he just gave up, and he got in the car, and the car sped off. So they were waiting for her to like kidnap her.
No,
Crazy.
that's weird.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
been pretty wicked. I just
What
watched
was
the
that?
video earlier today. You
I
said
don't
where?
remember. I saved that. I have to look at where that was at. But it's stories like that all the time. What video did you see?
I was watching a video earlier today. It was a black girl and her son. She was walking to the car, and it was a dude literally following her all the way to the car. She was recording. She even put the dude on camera. He didn't budge. He didn't move. Like, he kept following her. And it got so bad that, like, she started sweating real bad, and she had to get security to walk her and her son to the car, and like bro was literally just following her.
What
like,
happened when security came? Did he stop?
Nah, he kept walking behind him. Like,
Did y'all see that story in Atlanta where that guy, he had like wore like a shirt that made it look like he was bleeding? He'd be like in the grocery stores, say, I need help, but he was really okay. But his shirt had like blood on it, and he had used it multiple times, and he was trying to get people to like
You
help
said
him.
in
And when they
Atlanta?
help, yeah,
Nah, that's wild.
And when they help him, what happens?
he would try to like
Right.
kidnap the girl or whoever that was helping him. It was people outside waiting in a Walmart parking lot that was teamed up with him and stuff.
Ladies, please be safe out there. Take these tips that we're about to give you,
Yes,
and please
so
be safe.
I'm gonna share some red flags of like, you know, possible trafficking situations. I'm gonna share some tips of how to try to prevent being trafficked. So let's just listen at some of these. So some of the red flags to look for: if you're in a situation where they're coming on very strongly, promising things that sound too good to be true, remember that it probably is. If you're like in a work situation or kind of agreeing to work for someone maybe, and they expect you to make, they expect you to agree to employment or relationship on the spot, without like any type of protocol or anything, beware of that. If they are sending mixed signals or denying access to info about your rights, be wary of that. Denying contact with friends and family or attempts to take you from your social network. So if they like try to put up guards like, you don't need to talk to your mom that much, you don't need to talk to your parents that much. Like, be wary of people like that. They want you to be cut off from the people that you normally surround yourself with. If they use threats or displays violence to create a culture of fear, that's not a situation you want to be in, ladies. Like, know that that's not good for you. Some tips: always trust your judgment. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Like we were talking about the girl jogging. She noticed the man behind him. You don't want to be running with like AirPods in your ear where you can't hear anything. You just want to be aware. Avoid walking alone. Be prepared for anything. You know, ladies, have your taser, have your gun. Be armed. We need to be armed because people are crazy. Let a trusted friend or relative know if you feel like you're in danger or if something is suspicious. If possible, set up safety words. So like if I text Asia, taco, like I want tacos, and she knows I do not eat tacos, which I really do. This is just an example. She would know, like we've talked about this, she would know that she says she wants tacos. If I say I want tacos now in all caps, that means like call 911 to where I'm at. She will know where I'm at because one, I'm sharing my locations. You need to be sharing your location with at least one other person. Ladies go missing all the time. People can't find them, but you happen to have your phone on you. Someone can know where you are if you're sharing your location with someone. Keep important numbers on you at all times. We rely on our phones to remember things, but please store up here an important number that you know. Someone that answers the phone when you call. Don't store a number of someone who doesn't answer. Some tips for online safety: try to use public computers as much as possible. Delete your search history, delete browser history. Disable chat logs so people can't like, you know, say what you're saying to other people. Make sure your privacy settings make you comfortable on social media. If you feel comfortable with your page private so you can know who you accept and don't, make sure you have that enabled. Use discretion. And be careful what you post. I see a lot of girls posting like pictures. You may have your address in the background or your house number, and somebody might know the street or your license plate. You don't want stuff that personal in your post. Let's see here. Okay, signs someone is being trafficked. So I know like on Love and Hip Hop, Alexis Scott said she was trafficked at one point. So this
Really?
happens to people that you may
I never
not
knew
think.
that.
She was in a traffic situation, she got out. So some signs, huh? You want another shot, Dave? Signs that someone is being trafficked: a malnourished appearance, signs of physical injuries and or abuse, avoiding eye contact, having scripted or rehearsed responses, signs of branding, i.e. like tattoos or burns, Being with someone who doesn't allow them to speak for themselves. Like if I'm constantly asking Asia a question and Sam keeps answering for her, that's a sign. Because why can't she answer for herself? Why can't she talk to me? A lack of legal documentation, identification. So say you're trying to get a job for somebody and this person is sketchy and you ask to see their credentials and they can't present them.
Yeah.
That's a sign. Lacking personal possessions. Do they have an ID? Have you seen, like, is this person who they say they are? Unexplained absences, avoiding any social interactions, especially avoiding interactions with authority figures. If they always see the cops and they run the other way, you should not be around that person.
Right.
Based on all of this, if you know or think you know or are weary of someone that could be in this position, the National Human Trafficking Hotline number is 1-888-373-7888. Do not wait to say anything. Call, because you never know when you could save a life.
Now, did you say God selling dreams? Was that one of your first ones you said? Like God?
Seeing stuff that's too good to be true. Or like, yeah, God selling dreams. You know, guys might be like, come work for me. I can put you on a day, but you gotta agree to me right now. And then I'm gonna take you to the spot so I can show you what's up. A girl might be like, all right, bet I'm about to make 10 bands this week. You get to that spot, you never see your family again.
God
That shit sounded too good to be true.
Black queens and I care for you. Is that a...
Bye, Sam.
What? How are we relating that?
this is a serious matter, bro.
it is.
Moving on, thank you so much, Kiera, for those sex trafficking tips. Now we will be moving on to our interview time with Mr. Sam Hunt himself. And we will be giving the mic over back to Kiera for a little introduction now.
All right. So last week we touched on women in sports. So today we brought on someone near and dear to the city of Greensboro. He began playing basketball back in the day for Greensboro YMCA. After playing for middle school and high school and graduating, he continued his athletic journey at Jacksonville University and later transferred to NCAT, which is North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, for his sophomore and junior season starting in 2015. He completed his collegiate athletic career at NC State University. In his 2 seasons as an Aggie, he led the Aggies in scoring both seasons, compiling 853 points. He is one of the best free throw shooters in school history, making 91% of his free throws. During the 2016 season, he was 4th in the nation at free throw shooting. After completing his final seasons at NCAT, he had a 5th year at North Carolina State and now has returned to Aggieland as an assistant head coach for the men's basketball team. Can we get an Aggie pride?
Aggie pride.
Let's give it up.
And without further ado,
Fresh.
well, we're going to welcome Sam Hunt to the Voice It crew.
Man, I appreciate y'all. Big shout out to y'all.
Move the mic closer.
Appreciate y'all. Big shout out to y'all. I think this is the dopest thing, not just because of what y'all doing, but I remember probably a year and a half, y'all set out on this, and it set for a while, and then y'all picked it back up, and I think that's the dopest part, because a lot of people have ideas and dreams, but to bring it back and make it come to life, I think that's dope. Shout out to boys.
Appreciate it. So with all that being said, in the bio it talks a lot about your basketball highlights or whatever. So where does your love for basketball come from?
Come from my father. He was a huge inspiration. Like, I know a lot of people used to call me Lil Hunt just because of him. He started playing basketball, brought it to my life soon, probably when I was 3. And so from 3, between him and Coach Mike Harris, rest in peace, they put the ball in my hands and taught me a lot. And from there, it kind of took off. But my dad first brought me to the game and showed me. And so that's where the love come from.
Okay. So how was your upbringing like with your dad and your mom and your family? Like, what was that like?
I'm a big mama's boy, but my dad.
Yes, mama's boy. Say yes, mama's boy.
Big mama's boy, but my dad, me and him were very close, and I always think, like, I'm learning now, a lot of men find something to do outside of the house. His was taking me to the basketball court or taking me to the gym. So everybody got their own vice, and so his vice was, I'm gonna spend time with you here, I probably don't want to hear your mama nagging. So we about to go.
We about to hit the court.
We about to hit the court. So I spent a lot of time with him. But me and my mom were tied at the hip. Stuff I didn't probably tell my dad, I told my mom, even from when I was a teenager. But they were both in my life heavy. Like I said, we spent a lot of times on the weekend traveling for AAU games, whole family trip, my dad, my sisters, and we was on the road. And so a lot of that time was spent basketball. I really do not remember like going to the beach or a family vacation.
Really?
I never
Was
been on
AAU trips?
I never
and
been on a
stuff?
family vacation.
You definitely got to
You
take
have,
you
but it was
got
centered
it.
around
It was centered around,
basketball.
like we went to Cocoa Beach, Orlando, Florida. Like we was going there for a week, but it was just basketball.
You got to take your family on a family vacation.
Nah, we plan to do it. I plan to do it this December for Christmas.
Got to.
Were you the type that like tell your mom everything?
Tell her everything.
Y'all were close. Did she
Like,
know? Like, did you tell her when you lost your virginity
Easily.
and stuff?
She
Easy.
found-
First, like
Crazy
it
story.
happened, then you called her like, mom.
Nah, she found out through the church.
Through the church?
Oh,
You
wow,
let
like,
people
this
know
probably-
before her?
This might be it's crazy. My pastor called me out in church. Like he was like,
How did he know?
nah, he said, he said over the pulpit, Sam's a virgin. Like it's crazy.
He said that
He
to
said
the
it.
You can't make
congregation?
this shit up. You can't make this up. Sam's a virgin. I applaud him for going to Dudley with all the chaos going over there and all the wild things. And so I guess my mom looked at my face when he said it, and she looked, and I didn't even look at her because I'm like, I already feel the heat. We got home. She looked at me and said, "You're not a virgin." Didn't tell her. All the homies knew. All my brothers knew. But I didn't tell her nothing, so she called all the homies.
Really?
She
I
called
thought she
Beyonce.
told her everything.
She called.
Why you ain't
and
admit
that-
it?
I didn't want to tell her. I ain't gonna reveal my age, but I was a young kid, so I didn't even tell her. So she called all the boys, Quell, Deontay. She called Reek, I think, and she was like, "He been having sex? Where he been having sex at?
Wait.
Not at my house." And I'm just sitting there like, nah. She called Trey. She was like, "Where he been having sex at?" And I'm like, "Ma, just
Oh
chill.
my
Like it ain't
God.
time for that." But I told her everything. Like after that, I told her everything.
Nah, I feel that.
So that was kind of that growing up. Real tight knit family though. Love
That's
them.
what's up. That's what's up. So, how was your experience at NC State versus A&T? Like, what was that difference like?
That's a HBCU versus a PWI.
Love my HBCU. The difference is, and we're starting to bring more to it. Just resources. That's the biggest thing. Resources, more money there, more money put into the program.
Talking about NC State.
NC
right?
State,
Right.
NC State, more money put into the program. But the biggest thing I would say, how you travel, how you eat, stuff like that. But one thing I also say the difference is when I was at NC State, my teammates, they wanted to come back to A&T for football games and basketball games. They're like, yo, let's go down there for the weekend. Let's go to homecoming. And the family is way different. Like, you can go back to A&T and it's a cookout. It's a family feel. You go back to state, it might not be the same. You get love, but it ain't the same as being one with your people.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's been the biggest thing. That's the difference. But the love is different at each spot. Like, the love is different. It's more fan related at NC State.
Right.
When you go there, you feel like you're going back to the family reunion cookout. So that's the biggest difference.
I can see that. I could definitely see that. What's your experience like as a coach?
I love it. It's you think when you're a player, you working harder than the coaching staff. Nowhere there. As a coach, you getting in there like 8 a.m. and you stand, depending on the day, if it's a game. Now, it's plenty of nights I ain't left the office till 2 in the morning.
8 a.m. to 2 in the morning.
If it's a game that night, I ain't leave the office 2 in the morning, especially after a loss. And so, it's a thin line you got to play because I'm still close to their age. So a lot of it, I got a great relationship with them because I can relate to them. But I still got to be tough on them, hard on them. But, pause.
Being that you are so close in age to them, do you feel like you struggle with them kind of taking you serious sometimes, or them struggling to know when you're joking versus when you're serious? Because I know you joke with them.
I joke with them a lot. You gotta find, like I said, it's a thin line. So I always tell them when we step in between the lines of the court, everything's serious. When we talk about academics, everything's serious. Like, let's not joke about it. Outside of that, if it's time in between where we can joke, I'm gonna joke with y'all, I'm gonna have fun with y'all because I still want y'all to be who y'all are and I'm gonna be who I am. But I love it because you helping 18-year-olds become, by the time they're 22, 23, you help them become young men. And so my biggest thing is, what can I teach you in between these 3 to 4 years that's gonna help you outside of basketball? I can care less what you do with the basketball outside of it. If you have a family, if you make money, if you go into your career, that was I able to impact that? And so that's what I love about it, seeing them transform from boys to men.
So outside of like the court, being that y'all are close in age, do you have boundaries to what you will discuss with them? Like if they try to talk to you about girls?
Nah, you can't have boundaries
You will
because
talk to them about whatever?
anything, because they're
Okay.
curious. They gotta know and they gotta learn,
Mhm.
and their parents are not with them no more. So you're not their parent. You're more like for me, it's more like a big brother, a mentor.
Their go-to kind
Yeah.
of.
So it's like, you know, situations might happen where they don't feel comfortable calling their parents, or they can't call their friends because they can't rely on their friends to get them out of something. So they'll call, and we chop it up and try to figure it out.
So was it tough for you transitioning from a player to a coach? Like, was it a big adjustment?
Probably the toughest part was putting down the basketball.
Really?
Yeah, I probably cried for like a month.
For
So
real?
What?
Man, boy,
Like literal tears?
literal tears in my mama's crib.
Do you feel like you were like settling for the coach position, being that like maybe you wanted to take your career further in playing? Like, so since I can't, I'm just gonna coach.
At the time being, yes. You know, it was one of the situations I came back from China, and the deals I was getting to go overseas, and overseas is a tough life, just tough situation sometimes. And so I had to take a step back, and I was like, eventually I do want to coach. And it was an opportunity that presented itself, but it wasn't the time that I thought.
Okay.
And it was God's time, and He saw it fit. Like, yo, this window here, you might not think it's your time, but it's your time. And I'm about to put you in a good situation to help you progress in life. So I struggled with that for a month, and it took a minute. And then once I finally coped with it, and I was cool. I was happy, you know. And once I got into that position, I realized it's a bigger picture.
You're in a pivotal position to like shape these young men's lives.
Yeah.
They're at a point where you once were. You know how they feel. You know their dreams, and like they could look back, you know, and be like, damn, Coach
sure.
Hunt, you know.
And it's a
inspired
rush.
this.
Just like the same way I get if I made an open three or hit a game winner. When they go out there and they follow the game plan and they do stuff you work on with them, man, it's a rush. It's a better feeling than hitting the game with a shot. Seriously.
So with you being an athlete at one point, and now you're coaching, where do you see yourself with basketball in the future? What do you see Sam Hunt doing when it comes to basketball in the near future?
I love what I do. I can see myself being a head coach. I can see myself being a trainer, a skill developer. I'm not saying I want to be tied down to one thing. I think basketball has so many different avenues. As long as I'm able to impact kids, impact young men, I'm cool with that. Like I'm cool with that. I love basketball. I want to be around it. But whatever avenue come with it, I'm cool with that.
Okay. So outside of basketball, how do you spend your free time? But what keeps you occupied outside of basketball?
I like to cook. I love spending time.
So you like to cook?
Yeah, I love to cook. I got the best salmon on this side.
Crazy.
Cats be hating. But I like to cook. I love spending time with the homies I grew up with. That's probably my biggest thing I do, spend time with my boys. And my niece, my beautiful niece, and then my family. Like, I spend time with them a lot. And, you know, I like going out. I like enjoying myself. I like going out to eat, doing different things. So that's pretty much.
Okay, so
He's about to act so crazy. He's about to act so crazy.
Get into it,
you know, it's just something all the girls wanna know.
No girl wanna
The
know.
girls wanna
All the
know,
girls wanna
Sam.
know what's your relationship status,
You remember that?
and are you dating?
Am I dating?
What's your relationship status?
No,
Are
I'm
you
not
dating?
dating.
Okay.
I'm more focused on
So the
myself.
second part of the question.
More focused on myself, trying to get myself better in my career. And just, you
Why
know.
do guys always like try to separate the two as if you couldn't do that with the right girl in your corner?
Nah, you can. You can. It just depends on where you at in your life.
You
If
just
you
don't
got-
want to put your attention towards that right now.
I do think in a relationship, and not saying I'm not or I am doing either one, but what I'm saying is basically you
He
can,
knows that.
if depending on where you at in your career, you gotta dedicate yourself to one. Like if you trying to build something and maybe you can't give your focus to that other person the right way or the way they want to be loved, then it's hard. You fight the battle. So that's why I say, like, just
So
depending on
you
where
can
you're at.
multitask, is what you're saying.
It
No,
depends on
okay.
who you are. Depending on who you are.
Okay, so what would you say your ideal woman is like though?
My ideal woman, like, you gonna
Yeah,
build her
what's
up.
your
Yeah.
build her up? What you want?
Give us like a few physical.
Let the ladies know.
Just a couple of physical and then the rest.
A physical.
No, just tell us, not even strictly
Just like
physical.
if-
What do you want? Like, some guys may not even care about physical. So what does
Nah,
Sam,
I'm a
if he
shallow
say,
dude.
I know you was talking about my fit when I came in here,
Mm-hmm.
but we're not even gonna get into that. But anyway, when Sam, if Sam went to like build a woman workshop, like we had the Build a Bear workshop, what are you building? What are you wanting? What do you want to see in your lady?
I think the biggest thing is ambition. A woman that will never be satisfied or complacent where she at in life. She always want more, because my thing is I want to build a legacy. So that's one.
So are you saying someone who's happy where they're at and don't really care to like keep striving? That's not somebody for you.
No, I can't do it. Because if I want more, I want you to want more. If we get to this, why can't we get to that?
I mean, why can't you get them to that? Why can't you get y'all to that?
We can, yes.
Y'all both gotta be working
We
for
both
it.
gotta build. If I want a legacy, I want a
We're
legacy.
not talking about your build.
I feel you, though. I appreciate it.
We're talking, I was just asking. This is
If I want a
I'm asking
legacy,
for the ladies.
if I want a legacy, we gotta build this together. Now, I don't care if it's 70-30, I don't care if it's 60-40. Like, if,
She gotta be working though.
she gotta be working on something, bring something to me. And so that's probably one. Two, I mean, looks, of course. Like, I want to be light on the eyes. You know, I ain't saying I got height requirements or anything.
Do you?
Nah, but I am thinking about my offspring. So either height or athleticism.
You don't think they'll get that athleticism from you?
You gotta bring something to the table too.
So it's like Ocho Cinco when he looks at the cast.
So, just like that.
Okay.
Just like that. I'm not saying
He
I'm
is a
breeding,
big
but
calf man. I'm a calf. I love calves on
He
it.
want to see you run. He
I
wants
need to
know
see you
who
run.
you
Can you see? Can you jump?
So you want an athlete?
Or-
If she's
or
not
do
an
you- or do you
athlete,
have
but
height?
me every
Or
other
are you
box,
tall?
you just canceling her out.
It's either you athletic or you tall.
So what if she's neither, but meets every other qualification?
like,
That's tough. That's
Deal
tough.
breaker.
She out of here.
That's
That's a
tough.
deal breaker. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers.
She gotta be tall.
Nah, she can be athletic.
She gotta be tall
Oh,
or
athletic,
athletic. That
athletic.
is
It's
a
either one.
one or the two.
One of
be
the two.
ugly.
If she hit,
So that's
she
a
hit the
full
jackpot,
deal
she got
If
both.
she two, that's a winner.
What if
But
she's
if she
two
not
but
that
not
cute?
ambitious? But
Ambitious?
just athletic.
Depends on where I'm in my life.
But you just say y'all both gotta be working. You always gonna want more, so you want her to always want more. That's what I'm saying.
Let me say this: if it's a number I had to say, like if I had to just put a number out there, say if I had 20 million,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't really worried about you no more. Like you ain't gotta be ambitious. 20
So that
million
kind of
is good.
just changes.
A little bit.
Everything's just
A little
said.
bit.
money,
A little bit.
So money really kind of rules the situation to a degree.
Money dictates what you will settle for in a woman.
Money.
That's what you, because literally,
I said if
2
I have
seconds
it,
ago,
if I
you
have
just
it,
said she always gotta want more and she always has to be working
So
for
when
more.
you say
But
want
then
more,
you
you
just said if I had
financial.
20 mil,
nah, I
you
just
wouldn't
want
care
more
what
in
she
life.
want.
Like what else do you want to accomplish? Like what else can we do?
But accomplishments don't really got a dollar.
It don't have to.
value.
It don't have to be a dollar value. It don't have
So
to
if
be like.
you having 20 million, what if she's like a bum?
What do you mean a
You
bomb?
good with it?
She not gonna be a bomb. Say we got 20 million and she say, Sam, I don't really want to do too much. I want to give back into the community. Let me get a meal and give back to the community. I'm gonna start a nonprofit. I'm gonna do this, do that, and I'm gonna put this money towards giving back. We ain't gonna make no money off of it, but this is gonna help the community out. I'm cool with that. You got ambition for that. Fair?
Okay.
It's fair.
We'll
Cop
take
out.
it. We're gonna take
Huh?
it.
Do you care if your woman is like religious or spiritual?
Yeah,
Which one would you prefer?
spiritual.
Are you religious or spiritual?
Make sure both.
What religion do you practice?
Christianity.
Okay. Is that because you were brought up that way and never explored anything different, or is that because that's just what you believe?
Good. Aight.
Very actually true. A lot of it's because I was raised in it. Just a belief. I haven't
A belief that was, you know,
brought
that
to
you
my
fell
thing.
into.
Yeah, I haven't explored anything else.
Are you open to exploring anything else?
Pause.
It doesn't sound like it might be at the top of your list.
Yeah, it's not at the top of my list.
So being at the, okay, never mind, that's a whole
Yeah.
nother podcast.
I just,
What other questions y'all want to
I
ask?
was gonna ask one last question. Before we get into three away. But I see you're in touch with the youth, especially the ones who are into sports. So how do you plan on reaching the youth that are not into sports?
There's certain things I've done.
Yeah, can you relate, Sam?
No, there's certain things I've done, like over the years, like maybe a few years ago for prom, for high school girls prom. I connected with a few girls to get their nails done and just trying to make sure I'm in their life as far as that. I'm trying to do something this year with Chef Dave. We're gonna build it up. I'm actually gonna put it out there now so y'all can know what's going on.
Tell him.
We plan on doing
No, we already know.
we plan on doing a kind of a bike drive, toy drive, and coat drive at the same time. Just giving back around December. And so that really don't have nothing to do with athletes. Like even when we do back to school drive, shout out to Chef Dave for cooking our last back to school drive. It don't have nothing to do with athletes. So, you know, I also we try to
Everybody's
go.
welcome.
Huh?
Everybody's welcome.
Everybody welcome. And I try to go into middle schools, elementary schools, and just talk to them, not from an athletic standpoint, just from a bettering themselves and evolving in life and, you know, anything possible for real.
Okay, before we hit the three-way, you know that's Sam Hunt, you guys, live and direct. We asked some good questions. Thanks for the material that you provided. But before we end your segment, what is some advice to, you know, give young men and women coming to sports, you know, wanting to go into the league or wanting to advance their career? What are some words that you want to leave them with, being someone who played and now as a coach?
This gonna sound a little cliche, but stack your days. Like, don't take a day for granted. Don't cheat yourself a rep. Don't take a day off. And, you know, when you keep stacking days, they'll add up and keep adding value to what you want to do. Because in this, like, your craft is everything. Take it. I always tell my kids, you know, if your parents went to work and they had to work 9 to 5, put the same mentality they had to do when they went to work. And, you know,
Like, I gotta do what I gotta do.
I gotta do what I gotta do. So, you know, don't take a day off. Don't take anything for granted. Just keep stacking days. And at the end, you'll be happy with the results.
Love that, love that.
One
And
last, one last question.
I wanted to say
Oh,
something.
go ahead.
I just want to piggyback on that. You know, not a coach, not like a collegiate athlete or anything, but you know, like I watch, you know, like All-American and stuff like that, and I just want to say for anybody who, you know, has that dream and, you know, are maybe like the best from around where they're from, don't take nothing for granted. Like, anything could happen at any moment. You could literally be on top and then fall to the bottom. So cherish what you do at the same time and don't just have this goal that you know you can attain, because you could get it and it be taken away from you in an instant. So find who you are outside of that, even if you have the luxury of keeping that aspect of your life.
Right. You play point guard, correct?
Combo.
Okay. If you had to name your top 5 point guards out of Greensboro, who would it be?
Top 5 point guards. No disrespect to anybody I leave out. All love. I had some guys that came way before me, so
And he may forget some people.
I'm gonna go my top 5.
Start from
No order. No order.
No order. You want to make that clear. No order.
You gotta
No order.
You gotta
So,
put it on there.
my OG to me, Josh Chavis. Dang, you
Oh
want to
yeah, he
go
was a
5?
beast. And he was short.
Top 5.
Josh,
Top 5,
light
though.
skin.
Yeah.
In Greensboro.
Yeah, out of Greensboro.
Josh
Quentin
Chavis.
Chavis' brother.
Shout out to the GOAT. He
That's one.
okay.
Five. He gotta be 5.
Please.
Seth Hawkins, everybody might not know him, came out of Northeast.
Oh,
I'm about to say this, people might get mad, but I don't really care. Mitchell Oaks, he was a killer.
Page.
Mitchell Page, he was a killer. Like, he
Mitchell's
was a
good.
dog.
light skin?
Dark skin.
Oh, no.
Dark skin.
Box cut.
No, no, you talking about.
Probably the biggest dog, and there's no order, make 3. My whole, the family. My boy Deontay, the biggest dog to come out.
West Side legend.
Dog. He really.
He the biggest dog. He the biggest dog. That's 4.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be one of the dudes that include myself in this, but
But you would if you could.
I would if I could. The 5th, you had Josh, you had Deontay,
Mitch.
Mix. Dang, Marsherie.
Who?
Marsherie Neal.
Definitely gotta be in there.
Marsherie.
What school did he go
Marsherie probably, in no order, Marsherie number 1.
What school
Really?
did he go
They
to?
went to Page.
What year was he?
So that's 2 out of Page. Anybody from Dudley?
20, he was like, he graduated probably 07, 06 maybe. He was Gatorade Player of the Year, like he was a dog.
Top 100.
Gatorade does a player of the year.
McDonald's American.
Yeah, he was that dude.
What he doing now?
He worked, like, he worked.
Not in basketball.
Nah, he did. He played overseas for a little while.
Are any of those people you mentioned still playing ball?
Deontay is, all the other guys, like,
He playing
Coach
overseas,
or
right?
something.
yeah, they
Yeah.
coach. But they still are somewhat involved.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead.
Quick question. Since you know somebody that play overseas, did that influence you not playing overseas, being based on their experience, or what?
Nah, honestly, truthfully, I've never really talked about it publicly. So when I went overseas, I went to China. And
Oh, you did go
I got to go
overseas.
there for a little short stint. And I got to see how the business worked. I got to see, like, maybe me being overseas for that long away from my people ain't that. And then also, like, truthfully, my body started breaking down. And so when I got back, the money was funny. Like, it wasn't what I wanted. And for me to go over there for a 10-month span,
You didn't get the money till you got back?
no, you get the money while you're there.
Oh, okay.
But when I was going back with the offers they was giving me, I'm like,
Gotcha. It wasn't worth
Yeah, it
what you
wasn't
just
worth-
experienced.
yeah. So, nah, it wasn't nobody else's experience. It was more so my experience and just me and my body telling me like, yo, it might be time.
We didn't know you went overseas. Thanks for sharing that little tidbit. Some
Well,
probably did.
We're gonna take a quick little music break, and then when we jump back into it, we're gonna jump into three-way. So, we're gonna take a little 10-minute break, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Oh, great.
Yeah, good job, Sam.
We still on live?
Yeah. We on that Facebook.
I'm gonna be real. You wild out.
You wild out?
You wild
We,
out.
Who wild out? Me?
Who,
I
Kira?
wild out?
Kira, we on live. That's so
Oh, yeah, we still on wild
Yeah, you
out.
wild out.
We
I'm
talking.
wild out. Yeah, just said I wild out. How did I wild out?
Why you showing a lot? You wild.
Because he the one saying I wild out. Tell
I know
him
I should
I'm
wild out.
Tell him
But I held
I'm
her
wild
up.
out.
I stay
See what
solid.
I'm saying?
I stay solid.
Mitch
Listen
over
up.
me saying at what point, like, bro, it's okay for
Who's
us
that?
to T-Love.
T-Love. Who T-Love? T-Love. Who that?
Wait, you said out of Greensboro or North
Who
Carolina?
is that? T-Love. I
He
can't
even
see
said
it.
it like he not, I mean, you
I
know,
can't see it.
really
I can't see it.
underground.
Dude, you sitting here.
Oh, but you said
You already running your
Greensboro.
music, so when you gotta come back to them and they about to go live, just hit your family.
Should have did all the guards.
Then you went to Southeast.
But I'm gonna cut them, all the way down first.
You hear me, Sam?
He went to
Cut
South.
that kick
I
back
think.
right.
Did
T-Love.
T-Love come?
Y'all ready for three-way?
Down, they don't hear shit.
And who reason
Two
you
of them.
are?
Them all up.
Whatever you want.
It's just a
How did I
little-
wild out?
I'll read it.
Okay, how did I wild out?
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, it's basically. You put the headphones, but it's still
Uncut.
live on the yeah.
Ray is on live, y'all. Say hello.
That's
G.
what's
Raymond.
up, Richard?
What's
I'm for the
What's
uncut version.
Daddy?
Cause you wild.
Sam in the building.
What's good? What's good? What's good? Kira did wild out.
How did I
we
wild
have-
out? Why y'all
I
keep
ain't
saying
talking
that?
What you talking
I really did feel like you was drilling them. That's why I said.
You said it when I got to the religion question. I was like, grill about
What
me.
you talking about? Please. No, I told you. No, there she
Liz said
is.
great tips for sexual trafficking. Y'all like that? What's up, Sam? Big go crazy.
Huh?
Ray said your big go crazy.
Well, ma, I appreciate it, bro. Shout out to the borough.
You snap.
Yeah, I'm living like that.
I saw you.
Y'all, for those, never mind.
Yo, you is crazy. You is crazy. You is crazy.
But y'all boys, wow.
That's your live. Here.
Y'all take a 10-minute break.
Yeah, we about to jump.
Is this him?
After this song,
Ray, you
we
is
about to
funny.
jump on.
You funny.
Who funny?
Ray.
Ray Josh says you funny. Do you know what that means? He probably ain't even. She got her own. Damn, I didn't even get into it.
this. We don't even get into nothing.
You know what? We can get it.
You ain't acknowledged my damn thing. You remember that was your contact name? It was
I remember.
yeah. Hold on.
Okay, I ain't gonna say what I was about to say. Oh,
What was you gonna say? What was you gonna say? You ain't about that life?
We'll talk about it.
I like somebody that's not that life. That's gonna say it.
I know you do. Cool. The controversy always good.
Ray put the laughing. Why he put the crying emoji? Not even the laughing emoji. Why I done took like 3 shots and ain't nobody else took more shots? I've been up here.
Bro, what? Stop.
Fred.
Stop.
Have I not been driving the ball
Here.
here?
You're
The
not
whole
the only
time
one
you
that's
talking.
taking shots. I'm taking
You
this
took
many-
one. Was I
I'm
not?
taking more than one shot.
You have not taken more
I
than
took
one.
shots before y'all.
No, that's when everybody took a shot.
Yeah, no, I'm taking
I
like,
take. You took about
Dude, take
one
another
time
shot.
and
Like,
took
why you
a shot.
talking about it? You taking another
Yeah,
shot?
take another
I'm
shot.
taking like 4.
Put the money where your mouth is.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Wow, he wild. He wild.
Why you let her get to you? Look at you.
No, I'm not even still do it, but Josh is just
Oh.
Dang, you are getting great. Is that Ivy?
Which cup? Oh.
You didn't even take that.
I had a little bit.
Yes, I wanted that. I wanted that. I'm always wanted that. What about? You want
You can cut it
some?
off.
Hold up. I love the energy. My type of guy. Can we get him instead of Benny?
I'm working on man. I'm working on it.
You working on it. I think I'm trying to follow me. I hope they ain't get it.
We're back and we're live. We're gonna jump into 3-way. Ladies, y'all go ahead and
Two-way.
take
Taking
over.
shots
What
and they
the-
not.
what's
Y'all,
the-
your
Two-way.
favorite part of the show. I know y'all been waiting this whole, what time is it? We started late. I know y'all been waiting, but it's time. Sam, thank you for that. But the show starts here for
Oh,
real.
this the real shit.
With the 3-way.
Okay, I'm excited.
Please do not join these two in their toxic advice that they may or may
Yeah,
not
let the
give.
ladies
But they
get
are
theirs.
toxic every
Let the
fucking
ladies
week.
get their advice first and then we go.
So
I'm
we're
not
gonna read you the story that we got. Well, the story that we picked, you know, was the juiciest for this week.
Okay,
We're gonna give our advice, and then the fellas will have their chance to give it a go.
okay.
Alright, we're ready, guys?
Let's get into it.
Alright, guys. So, dear 3-way. Oh, thank you. I've been married to my high school sweetheart for 15 years. We got married at 21 and have 3 kids together and are in the process of building our second home. Both of us are successful people and we make plus 6 figures. Our children are in private school. We have a comfortable life. On the outside, everyone would think we live the dream life. Shit, I did too until recently. My husband doesn't know that I recently found out that he's been having an affair. I will refrain from giving too many details on how I found out because I am not sure how I wish to proceed forward. But what I will say is once I found out who his mistress is, it shook my world. Because come to find out, the mistress who I thought would be a young woman was in fact a male lover.
Wow.
At first,
A male lover.
Wow.
At first, I was extremely heartbroken, confused, and angry. However, I am aware of what's at stake, and I'm not in the position to react solely based off emotions. Do I expose this man and ruin my children's Sorry, guys. Do I expose this man and ruin my children's image of him, or do I go my separate ways, get a divorce, and he keeps what's his and I keep what's mine? Sign. Oh, you doing the bending.
Oh, you doing the business. For those of y'all who don't get that reference.
That's what Janet Jackson.
Y'all, did she really sign it? Oh, you doing the bending?
Oh, you doing the bending.
Have y'all seen For Color Girls?
Y'all haven't seen that part
Janet
from
Jackson was married to a man who was
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
messing with other men. And he tried to say he wasn't gay because he was,
He wasn't bending no men over. And
no,
then
because he wasn't getting bent over. And she was like, oh, so you doing the bending?
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe she found out like that.
You chose it.
So,
Sis.
do you want to give your take on it?
Wait, let me
first?
digest this.
Okay.
She married, they successful. How many kids
They
they
have
got?
3 kids together.
And they're working on their second home.
They're in the process of building their second home. Their kids go to private school. You know, they live a comfortable life. So outside, to everybody else, they live a
looks
dream
good.
life. Yes, it's a pretty.
Yeah, affair with a man.
And she didn't say how she found out.
She
No.
didn't say how she found out. She doesn't want to share those details.
Yeah, affair with a man.
I
Yeah,
wanted
what's
to
the
say I
letter
feel for you.
What does she need
Well,
to
just
know?
1 second, guys.
She
The male
wants to
perspective
know.
will come very soon.
What should she do? Should she blow this man's spot up? Should she like put him on blast, regardless of her kids? Or should she just, I want a divorce. We split everything evenly, you take your yours, I take what's mine, right?
Yeah, that's what the option is.
Girl, I feel for you. What did Raya say? You doing it, Bendit. Sis. That's hard, because I want to blow his spot the fuck up.
What does that
You
do?
cheating on me with a man? I said I would want to. Just like she probably did, but she
You
said
said
she
what would that
cannot
do?
react off emotions. I would not want to like do it. I wouldn't want it to get super messy because when you got kids, you gotta put the kids first. And you have money tied up into this, y'all have investments, y'all have assets together, like y'all are successful. And regardless, people probably, like you said, people on the outside looking in think y'all living a dream. You ruin that, you shatter that. I mean, people gonna look at you crazy too. Like, what is she doing? He's out here sleeping with a man. She must not. Like, people always got their opinions. So,
I want to know her headspace on her relationship with him. Like, before you found out that he was
like, were y'all good? Was
were
he
y'all
thinking the
good?
fuck?
Were you still in love with this man? Was it still like feelings where he
Something had to
treated you-
happen for her to even. Well, we don't know how she found out, but like she found out.
Right, but
So I ain't
It
gonna
could have
say she
been
was
like
sweet.
OD random.
it could have been an OD.
It could have been Audie Rayna.
Like, what if they were good and she just randomly found out?
Because that's what.
Now that's even more heartbreaking. Like, girl, y'all were good, and then you came across this on the slide. Like, I feel for you, but my advice would be for your 3 kids and for everything you got going on. Ask this man for a divorce, and you got the leg up. If he try to do anything malicious or like try to have his way that's not in favor of you, then that's when you can get ugly with it. Like, don't make me put your shit on blast. I ain't trying to do no extra shit. Give me what's mine. You take what's yours. We can do this shit down the middle. Your kids ain't gotta know. Your family ain't gotta know. Your friends ain't gotta know. But like, try to do it a peaceful way. Get a divorce. Move on. Since you don't deserve, you can find somebody better. Do what you gotta do. But you got the leg up because this nigga obviously is on a DL. So if he try you, then bitch, show him what's up.
Kiera. is
Sorry.
the liquor talking? Okay, so
Probably.
I,
I'm taking a few shots.
my advice, I probably would take a different route.
What route?
Now, let me
What
tell
is the other
Let me
route?
just give you my advice. I'm not saying that I specifically would be in this chair and
But
pray
she
I hope
said
I don't.
I would
but
take another
I'm
route.
just
for
gonna
you.
give a different route of advice.
So this is not what you would do.
Probably not, but I'm just gonna give her another area to lean into.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna say as far as the advice would be, you could potentially, you have so much money and stuff built into this relationship and your kids and stuff, you could potentially stay with him and work out an agreement to where he can live his life, you live a new life.
What's the point of
and
that?
so that your kids can be good. And then maybe if y'all reach,
Your
if
kid's
they,
not really good. See, people are. I'm sorry to
Yeah,
cut
'cause
you
you
off.
keep
Go
doing
ahead.
this.
Go ahead.
so in general, I'm saying in a sense of like he can just keep his life to a point, because he might not want, just because he's a DL man doesn't mean that he wants to be outed as gay or whatever.
That's why I said don't out him.
Right, so I'm saying like if she doesn't want to out him in a situation, like let's say I had a conversation and he was like, I still want to actually have my family type of thing or whatever, he may be able to kind of like keep the image of the family. It's almost for other people. It would be a situation of keeping the image for the family, and then that way they can still make money together, but he can still live somewhat of his life, and then maybe she can move on with someone else as well. To a degree, maybe if the kids grew up or something. Yes, Kiera.
Thank you. I personally feel one of the biggest misservices parents do to children is faking the funk. And we believe that kids don't realize when something is off when they do. And that puts them in a position growing up having toxic relationships because they're trying to mimic what their parents did.
But we don't know.
Do
how
not
old the kids
fake
are.
the funk. That's even worse. Young, old, it doesn't matter. If they're older, they probably will see through the bullshit. If they're younger, they can be fooled but for so long. So I'm saying, like, you said, well, she said both of them are successful, you know. I feel like they can continue to be successful on their own. I see what you're saying by, you know, continuing to be married, working out an agreement, but that serves neither one of them. Like, you have been having this affair on me. I found out. You may want to appear married, into women, whatever, but you have this life. And I'm not saying you gotta be gay now that I want a divorce. Go find you another woman to play with. But I'm not about to discount my life and lower the standards here and try to fake my happiness of being with you. I can make money on my own. I don't need you to continue to do it. When I keep what's mine, you keep yours in this divorce, I can continue to stack onto what I already got. I can continue to build. But I'm not gonna have my kids seeing like whatever this arrangement is. Like, there's no real love. I mean, it could be love here. I could probably still always love you. You can still love me because we had something. We got all of this, you know, kids, businesses, but I just feel like she getting the short end of the stick trying to fake it for the kids' sake.
Are y'all ready for us to chime in?
Plus, to what you said, the other parties,
Oh, you got a mic.
the other parties might not be with it. So
True.
his boyfriend, his bun burglar, and
What?
his bun burglar, and her, whoever she deal with, might not be with the fake marriage thing. Like, they might want to do their thing in real life. So that's bad advice.
And he may, you know, want to take this as an opportunity to come all the way out. Like, damn, you found out you was the main one I ain't want to hurt. But now that you know, I don't give a fuck about everybody else. Let me live my truth. You know, on 911, it's a show called 911 with Angela Bassett. She was married to a man, and he came out as gay. They got a divorce. It broke her heart. But now they are able to co-parent. Their love for each other is like this. They're like inseparable. They're good for each other because he's living his truth. She got to move on, find real love, somebody who really loves her. You just never know what could come out of living your truth. And if that's not what you want to continue living a lie. I don't want to be with someone who is comfortable living a lie. So let me be free of you, and you continue to live your life.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that they should try to stay together just for the kids, because like she said, that wouldn't be healthy. Like she said, kids peep through the bull, and you just kind of setting a bad
Just
example.
for the kids, but hurt you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you playing family, like, I feel like you're kind of playing it for the kids. Like, they play a big part in you still playing the family. So I don't think it would work out best.
I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. Nah, they should cut ties
Completely.
completely.
Do you
Like,
think she should out him?
Nah, don't out them. Protect them. Protect your family. If that's your family, protect your family no matter what.
Because he's definitely still family.
He's still family. Cut y'all losses down the middle. Break bread. Split the kids up however you want to see fit.
What if he gets dirty with it? Like, I'm taking
you mean?
everything. Like, I don't want to leave you
He ain't gonna be
anything.
dirty. He ain't gonna
Like, well, just what if?
But I don't think he would be, just because of the position that he's in. He can't.
Because she knows
No,
she
you
can
can't,
out
you
him.
know,
He can't. He can't
He has no
afford.
leverage.
Yeah, he can't afford to be but so dirty.
And if
in
I'm a
that
woman,
situation.
I'm gonna probably get everything I want. Like, if you're a woman, if my sister was in that situation, I'm gonna say, go get everything you want. You have the leverage, and use it.
So what if he out of himself? What leverage does she have at that point?
If
He cheated.
he cheated,
Right.
so she still get more than what he wants to give, more than likely.
Okay.
So just protect the family, cut the losses down the middle, go your separate ways. You do your life, I do my life. We raise these kids by co-parenting.
That makes sense.
But that's a crazy
Is this
story.
what it said?
Yeah, I was reading that shit like, what's his name? Josh, what's your opinion?
Break up.
Break up, divorce.
No question.
Don't try to make it work for
No.
the sake on
No way.
with all y'all.
Huh?
Nah.
He don't like her.
He don't like her.
It's not to say he don't like. That doesn't mean he doesn't like
He likes
her.
a
It
whole-
does
he
mean
likes
that.
a
That
whole
just means
opposite
he
sex.
like having sex with men.
Okay, you right. That does mean that, but
That
that's
doesn't mean
crazy.
he don't love his wife.
That does mean that. You right.
Hold on.
But-
So, talking about, this is a question.
Yeah. Ho, yeah. You preaching? You preaching?
Can you love somebody and still mess with another person?
Because the other day y'all
Yes.
said no.
You can.
Who was the other day? I wasn't
Maybe
on here
Hold
last
on,
week.
Maybe it
hold
wasn't
on.
you.
I wasn't on here last week.
Let's stay on track of that question. Ask the question
Yes,
again.
you can love somebody and mess with somebody else.
You
That's the
can.
same
You said you
Yes.
can.
You can.
Yes.
I could have
And
sworn.
then, no, you're in love with. So you can have a wife, and
I could have sworn you said the other day that.
so you would be okay with that.
I didn't say I'll be okay with it. You asked, could it be done? Yes, it can be done. You
So
could be
that's
in
tough.
love with somebody
That's
and mess
tough.
with somebody else.
We gotta run it. We gotta
What do
run it
you
back.
mean?
We gotta run it back
I want
because
to take back.
somebody was on the other end of that conversation. We
It could've
had this
been- it could've
conversation.
been
we
both
won.
It was never Kiera.
That it
Because I
was
would have
definitely
never
on there. We
switched
know that.
it.
But she had an accomplice.
So you think that's
I
possible?
don't know who
It
it was.
wasn't
So you think
And I
that
never
was
agreed.
Ray?
You know, so
Ray was the
you
one
think
who
it's
said
possible?
that.
You right.
Yeah, it was
You right.
Ray.
It was
Ray
definitely
was
right.
like, you can't do that. And then it came out at the end of the show that
You
he
definitely
did that.
right. You
He was
definitely
like, I
right,
wasn't
yeah.
in love and cheated.
You definitely right.
No, but you was co-signing. Yeah, right. It was you.
So let's jump into our hot top picks.
Break it down.
You good?
That's what it's called.
Hot top
picks.
pick.
This is our hot top picks.
You know what?
Hot.
Are there roles in a marriage? Do you guys think that there are roles in a marriage?
Yes.
Well, if you guys don't know, this is the question that we had last week. It was our cliffhanger to start up back this week. And so
Correct.
Sam already said that he already answered the question as far as yes to roles in a marriage. And since you said yes, can you explain to us what you feel like those would be?
I think as a man, your role is to provide, to protect, and to be, to provide and protect and make your woman feel secure. I do think that's the role of a man.
Okay.
Now, have times changed as far as women roles? Completely. It's not just
Women are bosses these days.
Yeah, so they're not just cooking, cleaning. They're not just doing the basic folding of the clothes. That's not their role. But as a
People
man,
discount that role.
huh?
I said people discount that role. So
Very
much.
necessary.
I think it still should be a part, but I'm not saying that's their role now. But I'm saying, like, as a man,
But I'm saying just like people discount that role.
What do you
What you
mean
mean
people
discount?
discount?
Kind of like earlier you said a woman always had to be striving for more, but like what if there was a woman who wanted to like
yes,
be
they
in the
are.
house,
housewife.
stay at home wife,
Yeah,
like
that's
raise
it.
your
That's what she
kids,
wanna
take
do.
care of the home.
Some
And
women
you
are
know, have
like
her own life. That
that.
doesn't mean that she's not ambitious. That doesn't mean she's not a go-getter. But she just wants
She
to
loves
channel her
doing
energy there. And a woman like that can still make sure you're good in every aspect that you do.
I guess Josh hasn't talked the most.
What I say to that is, to his point, the kids grow up.
Yeah,
They
them.
go home.
Yeah,
they
but
go to
that
college.
doesn't mean that all 18 years she didn't have nothing going for herself. You could be at home, staying at home, developing. You could be working for your husband. You could be his
I'm on. Now
like-
you switching it up. You was just talking about being a stay-at-home mom.
stay-at-home mom.
Like,
Doesn't mean that you only do that. You watch
That's what
Housewives.
you-
All of them be
listen,
stay-at-home, but they
listen.
have stuff going for them. They make money off reality TV. They do stuff other than just the home, but they still their
Listen.
main focus is not waking up doing a 9 to 5. Their main focus is taking care of home, and if they have ways to make money on the outside, they could do that.
But that's not the same thing because
Yes,
they're
it is.
doing
They're
something.
doing something. They're making money.
They're ambitious about that.
Raising kids is doing something,
No,
but
no,
they
but
still
they're-
doing something to put money in their
You saying
pocket,
something
too.
outside of the kids?
No, he didn't say.
No, I'm
She
asking.
brought that up. That's
No,
all.
I'm
He's
asking like
asking,
when
are you
y'all.
saying that
Yeah, I'm saying
strictly
like
at
when
home?
y'all say something, y'all mean something as in anything outside of the kids. That's something. Is that
If
what
we're
y'all
going
saying?
back, if we're going back and breaking
I
it
didn't
down like
have
back in the
thoughts
day,
with y'all.
stay-at-home moms, they just watched kids, folded clothes, cooked hot meals, and that was it. The man brought home the bread and the bacon, and she cooked the bread and the bacon. That was simple. Now what I'm saying is
That was
that
simple.
I mean that's what the roles
No,
were.
that I don't agree with.
That's
not
what I'm
speaking
saying.
on
Back
it.
in the day, those were considered the roles. Those were marriage roles back in the day. A man did this and a
I
woman
wouldn't
did
say it
this.
was simple though.
A man, I'm not saying it was simple, but a man, it was simple roles. Like, that's what, it was black and white then. A man brought home the bread and the bacon, a woman cooked and cleaned and watched the kids, made sure everything was good at the house. The man made sure the house was taken care of. That's what it used to be. I'm not saying that's what it is now, by any means. Roles have changed, but I do think a man is still, his role is to provide, protect, and make sure his family feels secure. A woman role has changed tremendously to where I don't think they have a set role anymore. I don't think they do.
Do you agree with that, or would you rather it be like it used to be?
No, I'm cool with that because, like I said, if I'm trying to build a legacy, I do want to bring something to the table. And cooking and cleaning probably ain't the only thing.
So, do you feel like there's roles in a marriage, Kier?
Do I feel like there's roles in a marriage?
Y'all just spit that whole bunch of balls.
I think that's like a more like loaded question, because it's like if I say one thing, then you like, oh, but no, that's not what you just said. Like it's different. I just think that every marriage is different, and whatever works for that marriage works for that marriage, and it may not work for the next one. I'm not gonna say what I like personally think it should be, but I think that like if you are traditional and gender roles work for you, and you have a partner that agree with that, and then boom, it's clear that there's roles in your marriage.
We talking about
If you're
Kiera.
more progressive,
We don't want to hear all that. We want to hear about Kiera.
and
So
you
what
don't
do
feel
you,
that way,
give
then
you
you
a
don't feel
personal,
that
give
way.
you a
Yeah,
personal.
like-
Do you
I'm
think the
married, I
man?
don't know.
Do you think the man is the leader of the household? That's
I
wild.
would want my man to be the lead of my household.
No matter what, he's the leader of your household.
Correct.
Okay.
Do you think?
I would want my man to be the lead of the household.
What
but
does leading entail?
we talked about that before. If you watched episode 2, you heard my response.
Did you say
But
financial? Because that don't always mean.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't see that. So
So
I'm
They
asking
should
you now,
have.
what are you talking about?
finances don't mean you the leader.
I didn't say finances.
Okay.
I said I would want my man to lead my household.
Gotcha.
So
Alright.
what? Nah, I like that question. What does leading the household consist of? Like what makes a man the leader? No, we on you right now. What makes a man the leader of the household in your eyes?
What makes? Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say that this is. I'm only gonna give an example
Okay.
because I don't know how to really. I'm not married, but I will give an example of a married relationship, and I can't explain who it is, but I know a man. He's married with 2 kids, 2 boys, and the boys are in sports. And he runs his household. He does make the most money in the relationship. He does, but he also definitely runs the relationship to a degree, because he was telling me a situation where his kids are playing a sport, and the mother, if she gets upset, she's willing to take that sport away. Like, she's like, you know, since you can't do X, Y, and Z, we're going to take the sport away.
Oh,
And that's when the father steps in and he's like, yeah, no, we're not going to take the sport away. We can do other stuff. We can figure out how we can do other stuff, but the sport isn't going to be taken away, because this is teaching him discipline. This is teaching him how to get somewhere on time. This is teaching him how to follow rules. This is teaching him how to blah, blah, blah. So he's basically putting his foot down in a sense where it's basically like, you don't have no say right now. But it's like,
That I don't agree with.
no, but this is what this is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
hold on, because I want
So
to.
another part is he also lets her have certain things, like certain things to where he, like, if it's big to her, small to him, or whatever, like, he'll let her have it. So it's like, it's not like she won't ever experience winning an argument in a sense, because he definitely lets her do that or whatever, but she doesn't know that he's letting her. But it's a sense where he puts his foot down on certain things, and then there's certain situations where he just lets her have it. So
Okay. Before you go too far, what was y'all saying y'all don't agree on?
I don't agree with that when it comes to the kids. Like,
Yeah.
that's her child just as much as it's yours. When it comes to the kids, I'm not trumping
So you feel
their
like,
other parent.
you feel like if she wanted to take them out of sports, you okay with that?
Yeah, if they acting up or whatever, like if they doing bad in school, whatever the case is.
What about you?
Man, let me come on with a C in elementary school, middle school. Kevin Hunt ain't got no control over
Yeah.
about practice or working.
I have.
Especially when they putting in the work.
I have-
Normally, the moms is the one putting in the work for you to be successful in school.
Yeah.
I
So
have
you
mixed
act a
feelings
fool.
about that,
What you mean?
because that actually happened to me. Like, I used to play basketball when I was young. And no, I did, and that was nice. But the thing, I really don't care, because I know.
Wow.
But the thing, I was.
Mind you,
Yeah, big
Chef
deal.
Davis has never beat nobody in this room and knows
You
what.
crazy. Okay, but listen,
Yeah.
listen. My mom, I was getting in trouble in school. My mom took me out of basketball. Me, as I got older, I told her, like, I wish you wouldn't have did that. Like, I
No,
feel
she
like,
saved you.
no,
She
bro,
saved
I
you.
could have went far. If she didn't take me out, I feel like I could have.
Yeah,
she said-
you're
I
not
don't care how you
coordinated,
feel.
bro.
I'm just
She
telling you the
said
You're not
situation.
coordinated.
See, mama knows.
what?
boy.
We're not talking
But
about
Yeah, like
Well,
man,
time
he's
out,
crazy.
time out,
Changing the
time out,
subject.
time out,
Mama
time out,
knows.
time out.
No.
If she wanted to teach you out of that, then you want to learn a life lesson, bro. Like she taught you a life lesson. You don't do this. These are the repercussions.
No, but I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, cause
You
I
found
feel
other
like
ways to
you found
score.
other-
no, this is what I'm saying. I did because cooking is my sport, and that's why
For sure.
I dominate these niggas the way I do.
Whoa.
But what I'm
Wow.
saying, yo, I'm comfortable.
Whoa.
I'm comfortable.
Hey, yo.
Like,
I'm comfortable in my manhood, so I don't care about
Freak.
it.
Did you write that letter, boy? Did you write that letter?
Yo, relax.
Did you write that letter?
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like in situations like that, yes, the mother does have a say so, but you can also discipline a child in other ways. Like, unless they just wilding out.
Bro, but you take away what's gonna hurt them the most. Like me, you take away my PS2 or my PlayStation 1, that's not gonna phase me.
Nothing.
You tell me I can't go work out or play basketball for a week, I'm gonna lose my mind at 10 or 12 years old. So they knew, all right, cool. My dad don't want to do it because that's his getaway. 2, he want to get me better. He think I'm about to go to the league. So she took that away. Like, all right, that's what's gonna hurt you. You won't bring another seat in his house.
Can I say something that's kind of off topic? But you said this twice. You said that was your dad's getaway, spending time with you.
Yeah.
So this is like a marriage question that I have.
He still got one.
Do you feel like
Tell something.
Nah, he's no, they married. They cool. He got his own getaway. Y'all feel like what? Men gotta have a getaway? Or men need time and space to themselves?
if your dad didn't have a getaway, you think him and your mom would still be successfully having
Nah.
been married?
Nah.
You don't?
Every man gotta have like
You did they have to?
You gotta have
Women do too.
women
I mean,
do
I'm
the
just
same,
saying, because
yeah.
when we was on the phone the other day, Dave was like, I want my girl to be my best friend. Da, da, da. That don't sound like something he gotta have a getaway from. Like, he want to be with his girl. Like, at times,
Yeah, I
couples
mean,
start off like that.
I want her to be my best friend, but we
eventually,
still
when
gotta
you,
have
when
our
you say you
own.
have to have a getaway,
You have to have a getaway. You gotta
like,
have
I
a
can
body.
understand you have to have something for you, but you're saying something that, like, takes you out of the house, gets you away from the
He's a
wife.
bad
Like,
word.
No, that's
that's
exactly
something
what I
that
mean.
you feel a husband needs.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't say a getaway.
Yeah, I
would say
feel like it's okay for
Some
him to
getaway
have
is
his
like an
own
escape.
time.
Like
yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
not be married for a minute.
No.
No, not be
No,
married. It just
no.
sounds like you gotta get out the house. Because if I'm in this house all day and I can't take you to play basketball and I gotta be here with your mom, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yes.
So
yes. My dad was retired for 2 months. My man's went and got another job. And like my dad advice, he like to gamble, so he gonna go play cards. He gonna go. They know. My mama knows. Like that's what
your mama. We don't. We
I
don't.
mean, that's cool. Like me, like if I'm in a relationship, I gotta have something I gotta go do. Like I'm gonna have to go do something. I feel like you being joined at the hip the whole time, like that's a little boring.
I get what you're saying, but I
You
feel
need your own
like
personal space.
I feel like it's more so just the woman needs to have her personal time and the man needs to have his personal time. I don't think it's like you gotta have something that keeps you. It's just making sure that y'all both have y'all time. As far as the roles in a marriage, do you think there's roles in a marriage?
I think subconsciously there's roles. Like you might not be like one of those things where we solidify the roles. Like this is yours, this is yours. I feel like certain. I feel like this is another thing. It really truly depends on who you're with. Like your relationship really depends on who that person is and who y'all are together. Every relationship is clearly not the same. We have said this 1,001 times that do what's best for your relationship. Every nigga is not the same. There are some niggas that want to go 50-50. There are some niggas that want you to pay all the bills, and there's some niggas that want to pay all the bills. Like, you just got to figure out which one is going to work for you and what relationship is going to work for you. So, like, when it comes to roles, there are plenty of women that want a role. There are plenty of women that want to be 100% submissive to their man. And that is 1,000 roles in one, just based off of being 100% submissive. So, and then there's guys that want a role. They want to be the man of the household. They want to bring the bacon in. They want to be able to tell you, no, you can't do that, and stuff like that. And that can definitely turn into something else. But
And there's women that want to be equal with that.
yeah, and then there's definitely people that want to be like 50-50. There's everything. What you do is what I do, stuff like that. So I think it really depends on you and that person. Because honestly, you may think one way, but when you get into a relationship with someone, that other person can really make you think differently.
And what, like,
Sure.
I feel like there's roles, and then there's like silent understandings. Like, you know, for example, like say for instance, you want like, what's your dad saying? Did your dad say you could go? And then you're like, Daddy said I could go, Mom, blah, blah, blah. But then if the mom says something in front of the dad will be like, what your mama said, I'm trying to have sex and I ain't trying to go again. Like, you know, it's like blended shit like that that's like, you're the leader of the house, but like, you let me appear to be like, we really both leading this shit. Yeah. But like, between you and I know that you're the leader. Like, so it's like, stuff can get blended too, and stuff can look certain ways to outside looking in. So I feel like when you're in your marriage, you and your husband or you and your wife, y'all know what's up, but it may not even appear that way to people on the outside looking in. Yeah. Like, roles is just like, when people hear the term roles, you're thinking like, who's taking the trash out, who's paying the bills, who's doing this, but like, roles is way beyond that. Yeah. So like,
now we take the trash out. We gonna claim that.
We gonna take the trash.
We gonna claim that.
We gonna
That's like no question.
So Josh, do you think there's roles in a relationship? I mean, in a marriage?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. Roles, there's definitely roles. But it ain't like what he said, it ain't like old school. Like, if dishes need to be washed, I'm gonna wash them. I'm not waiting for you to wash dishes. If food need to be cooked, I'm gonna cook. Like, I'm gonna go to the grocery store.
Solidified roles.
Yeah,
I don't believe
That's my stance as well. I feel like we're in a time where women look for help a little bit more than back in the day. So I feel like they appreciate a man that doesn't mind stepping in for some of those roles that we feel like you said, if you see that the clothes need to be washed and she's been working all week, she wouldn't mind if you step in and wash her clothes, or if she's been at work all day, what?
But though she take lead on those things.
Yeah, most definitely.
She definitely take lead on those things. But
just like a man
every
take
now
lead
and
in taking
then.
the trash out.
Correct.
No,
we take the trash out. We take the
Yeah, I
trash
know. I'm
out.
just saying.
Or regular leaves.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. Like, of course, there's certain things that a woman may take lead in. Some women out here might want to cut the grass for real.
Not cutting the grass.
It's crazy.
Nah, I know a lady. I know a lady.
A woman should not
will
cut
not
the
let her
grass.
husband cut the grass because he not
good at
he
it.
not good at it.
Okay.
So
And she
she
cuts
will
the grass?
not let him cut the grass.
She don't cut the
blank.
grass. She don't cut the grass.
She what? She be out there every Saturday.
Really?
Lines and all.
I mean, women don't mind. I mean, you gotta think, bro. It's girls out here that have.
Do some planting. Do some more stuff.
Well, see, now you're
getting
now
into
you're
it.
I
tripping.
technically don't want my woman to cut the grass,
Okay,
bro.
so
I
you
don't
don't
want.
want your woman to.
I don't want her
but
to
there
take
are
out the
plenty
trash.
But there
I
are
don't
plenty of
Hold on. I
women.
think DJ Uncle Fresh had something to say.
If you talking, I'm a chime in when I feel like
I just don't. I don't want her doing those things like.
But like laundry, she take lead on laundry. I'm not touching it. Not because I don't want to,
But you will do it.
I
bro.
will do it. If I need something washed real quick, I'm gonna wash it. But
So
I don't take
you
lead
just
on-
watch something real quick, but you
Yeah, I'll
won't watch
watch.
the whole.
Wash the whole load.
nah. If I need this shirt tomorrow,
Ain't no,
just get it
bro.
washed.
I think
I'm not gonna- I ain't gonna wash my
You're
shirt.
not washing no loads.
that's wild.
Nah.
We have
wild.
one
Really?
comment. We
Well,
have
why
one
not,
comment
though?
on live.
What's
Nah,
the-
I
It
just
says,
don't.
Who
It ain't
says
even
women
perfect.
can't be good at cutting grass? Exactly. Who says
No, women cut the
can't?
hell out of some
Is
grass.
that a man? Is that a dude thing now? That a girl?
That's like
Nah, I'm not saying y'all can't be good at it. I'm just saying like, I think that's a. You said that we have roles.
Thank you, she
I think
said.
that's a manly role. Like
No, I
cutting
get the
grass, raking
stance.
leaves.
I think
like,
it's
okay.
a role because of what? Why do you consider it a role?
Nah, cutting grass, I don't put that in that role.
But I'm
That's
asking
not
You don't put
Sam.
that in what role?
You think that's a womanly role?
No, I don't think it's. I
You
think
think
that's
it's a
just
role
like
at all?
cooking.
Really?
No,
I've
y'all
never-
wild.
yeah,
it's landscaping.
Y'all wild.
Landscaping.
Y'all wild.
More niggas do it,
A lot
but
of landscaping,
Like
women
more-
like landscaping. Like women
Yeah,
like to landscape.
planting, mulch.
But people,
like,
they also like to do the grass and make sure
Cutting
like
the
they,
grass?
those lines in the grass.
Tell
Women
me
take
this.
pride into stuff
What
like that.
woman have we seen push a lawnmower?
He just said he know a woman.
My
Yeah,
mom, I
my
just
mama
told you
was-
when
my
my
mama
mom was
pushed a
single.
lot.
When my mom was single,
when she was what?
But regardless,
We
she had
said
men
in a
around her.
marriage.
She
We
had
said in a
she had
marriage.
plenty of men
They
around her
take-
that
they take-
would do it for her. Is my
We
point.
said marriage. That's the key
Sam,
word,
but
marriage.
what I'm saying is,
Keyword
regardless,
marriage.
if she can
I'm
still
sure
get it
there
done,
is
what
a
I'm
woman
saying.
that would. I mean, it's a 90% of women probably want their man. Not probably. 90% of women want their man to.
no,
cut
I
the
agree.
grass.
90% of women probably do want their men to do it, but women probably can do it just as good.
Bro,
or
what you
better.
feel like? Yo, babe, cut that grass.
Nah, you
It's
wouldn't
not
be on
bro.
that. Yeah, you
Come
wouldn't be
on,
on
bro.
that.
Go ahead and tell her.
Yeah.
She would tell me that, right?
Yeah,
That's why it's a manly role, because she would tell me that. Hey, I'm hungry tonight.
Okay, but what
Can we eat? I'm tired. I'm a little tired. Can we eat? She gonna be the first to cook. I'm not saying that's the role, but she will take initiative to cook before a man takes initiative to cook. Just like a man is gonna take initiative.
But why not?
Nah, I think
Because
It's like a man is gonna take initiative to take out the trash.
when I'm
before
single,
she
I gotta cook for myself.
for sure.
So why does it? I get it. Okay,
nah, that food
you
get
get with somebody,
Different. That is
and the roles might.
Because they have more of a nurturing role. Women are nurturers.
what does grass have to do with nurturing?
No, I'm saying cooking as far as cooking and stuff. Like that's more of a nurturing
What
role.
about the grass?
Bruh,
That's a
cook-
manly role,
Bro,
bro.
Wait, I have another comment. Hold on. Wait, they're coming in hot,
Because
It says, hold on, real quick. So I
Release
have,
me, please. I'm a
I
kid.
have. Okay, hold on, wait.
Everybody
It
says
says
that.
we can cut grass, but we shouldn't have to when we have a husband.
Thank you. They
Nah, I
should-
No,
agree.
it's okay. Shouldn't and could is two different things. She just literally just said we shouldn't
I
have
don't
to.
think. I think a woman can do everything.
So it's a role.
It is a role. That's simple. It's a role, bro. Y'all
I
tripping.
think
I
it's
think
to a
roles are
degree.
agreed upon.
I think
Yeah.
exactly. I think roles are
Situation.
definitely.
Rose, I mean, that's
If she cut the grass better than me, you not gonna let her cut
so
No.
while we're
Why?
talking about roles, do you got another comment on the
it.
roles?
No, I'm just saying, if she cut the grass better than I do, why not let her cut the grass? If she's willing to cut the grass, I get it. Like we look at different, but
Man,
we
I'm-
all.
Now, I'm
come
gonna be
out-
real. If you sitting on the porch
And
drinking
watch-
lemonade,
Come on,
cutting
bro.
the
Come
grass,
on, y'all wild. Y'all wild. That's wild.
you sit on the porch.
Wait, I have another comment.
It's
What you
mutualism.
Nah.
say? You
Put
chilling while
lemonade.
she cutting the grass.
She got that.
I'm
It's
not
like
gonna
pumping
just-
gas. It's
But
like
you
pumping
you
gas.
could be no.
Thank
You
you.
could
You
Hold
be
on.
sitting in the
Hold
car
on,
and
thank
she pumping
Can
gas.
a woman
That's
pump a
wild.
gas while you're in the car?
no.
Women
No,
can pump
no,
gas
that's-
just as good as niggas. It's the same
That's
shit.
not the same.
What's
But-
the
Well,
difference?
okay.
You can, but
What's
why
that-
would
what's that
you
double standard? I'm
be in the
double
car with
standard
me
right now.
and like let me get out the car to pump gas?
That's what I'm saying
Exactly.
about
Why would
cutting
you
grass.
do that?
Okay. Let
What
me.
if that's an
Because
escape
pumping
for me?
gas
What if
and-
while I'm fucking mowing the lawn, I'm clearing my head thinking
You
like
gotta
that's
find
Yeah,
out.
like,
You
what
gotta
if-
Nah, I agree with that too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
What
like,
if-
what if it's
What if he pressure washing the house while she cutting the grass?
Yeah,
Right.
like we could
We
both be
working
doing
together.
something.
That's fine.
Like
Nah,
I think
put
you
the
know, like I
most-
used
put the
I
most-
to.
appreciate it. I
Nah,
appreciate
it's
it.
fine.
Put the mulch down, plant
Somebody
the roses.
So I have a few comments.
What we got?
So it's
women-
Rose.
So
It
it
is
says
roles.
women can do anything in this world, but it's a role thing. And then they also said they can pump gas, but again, it's a role thing. Come on now, LOL. Well, I definitely think that pumping gas is a double standard to a degree. And I'm only saying double standard because niggas have double standards all the time. So
Girls
I
should
mean,
not pump
everybody
gas.
has double
You said
standards. That's
girls
just
should
what
Girls
it
should
is.
not pump gas.
We-
Women
Right,
should
and I
not cut
totally
grass.
But that's wild.
Listen,
Women
it's-
should not cut
That's
grass.
why
So,
I used to cut my
I
grandma
cut
grass when
grass,
I
I
was
don't
little,
want to.
and I kind of liked it.
Was
So
she married?
yeah.
What was her husband? He couldn't do it? No, I'm not asking. Could he
No,
do
at the time maybe she just was dating. I don't know, but
Okay.
either way, that's
Ooh.
something my parents told me to do.
it?
Like
We
you're
talking
going
about
over
it,
your
we talking
grandma's
about
house.
marriage though.
Listen, let me get my point out. If I said I used to like doing that,
Yeah.
I'm like, babe, you know what? Let me cut the grass today. I want to, take it back to what I used to do. Like, you gonna say no, you can't cut
Oh,
the grass?
today. For today. We're saying it's a
No,
common
what if
thing.
I did it and I
Oh,
started
see,
liking
see.
do it? I'm a, huh? Yeah, this is wild. What if it was something I wanted to
Weak.
start doing?
He's weak.
That's not
Yeah,
weak.
no.
Nah,
So
nigga-
is
a
it
nigga
weak
ain't about to
when,
go
so
outside.
Sam, is it
He's
weak
weak.
when he starts paying somebody to cut the yard instead of him doing it?
If it's a kid in the
Nah.
neighborhood,
How
trying
is
to
that
get some
not
money-
the
How is that not
same?
the
You
same?
rather pay somebody else to do it than let your wife who
If it's
wants
a
to do
kid
it
in the
do it?
neighborhood, he can cut the grass.
Sam, that's wild.
Okay, all right. So let me
I'ma
let me
pay
ask
myself.
this,
I'ma pay.
ladies. Do you expect your man to open
Yes,
doors
yes,
for you?
and yes. I
And
want my
men.
man to open the door. If
So
we
hold
on the
on,
first-
hold on,
if we on the
wait,
first date, you know,
wait,
my door is your
wait.
last
Let's answer
date.
that question.
Wait, ladies, do you
Matt.
expect men to open all? Because I'm not just talking about cars. I'm talking about all doors. Like any door that you at with a
Car
woman.
door. Car door. I ain't
That's
gonna
a
lie.
And then men,
Five.
do you open doors for the women?
Car doors?
In general, any door.
I ain't gonna lie. Like that car door can get tricky. Like
How can it get tricky? Explain. Give him a mic, Asia. How can it be tricky? How can it be tricky, Sam? Explain yourself.
car doors can get tricky. Like car doors gonna get open every blue moon. Like it might be wild.
Okay, is this
Realistically.
just dating or is this marriage?
No, in general, realistically, we can't keep up. We might want to, Well, keep
I'm
it
No,
not
if you
even- I'm
want
not
to,
even
you'll
wanting
do
to. I'm
it.
not even wanting to.
That's a
I'm not even
fact.
wanting to. Like
If
that's
you want to play the
that's
game, you're gonna do it, ain't you?
that's the real end. Like that's the we gonna see what's going on the
So
first.
you just
Realistic.
playing a role for the beginning?
For the
No,
first,
realistically,
like,
y'all
Yeah,
do it
fake
too.
that.
Oh, we go to
Y'all do it
a
too.
fancy spot.
What-
I might
what-
maybe.
Everything.
What
Everybody do
example?
in the beginning is different.
It's
Come on,
different.
now,
We know
stop.
it's
So
fresh.
y'all do put on a little front.
Y'all put
Just
on
like
the front.
y'all. We at the same time.
Actually, I really don't think that
Stop.
girls.
Opening the door is not putting on the front. If you're
Yes,
not
it
a nigga
is.
that open the door for a woman,
Nah.
you're not gonna do
No,
it. And
no.
I'm gonna notice that the first day. If you're
I
a
would
guy
dare-
who opens the door for women, I'm gonna
You
notice
talking about
that
cars?
you're gonna
You
keep
talking about
doing
car
it.
doors?
We're talking about doors.
Restaurant
Nigga,
doors-
if
doors
the door
is-
open it.
Doors
That's a
easy.
given.
That's
That's a
done.
given.
That's done.
That's not even in the
So
question.
what's the difference between a door and a car door?
Nah, that's
Right.
wild.
That's
That's
Because you
wild.
gotta take the effort to walk to my
That's
side of the
wild.
car.
No, you
and
gotta-
open
you
my
both gotta
door.
Yeah.
What?
That's different.
First 30
How is
days.
it
They right.
Car doors and regular doors.
Yeah.
Come
They
on.
said first 30 days.
First 30 days.
Okay. My thing is okay.
Body. We got our.
You got women out here like that's a deal breaker for sure.
I'm
Like,
done then.
if I don't open your door, like they're like, oh no, I don't got
The car door?
Doors in
Nah,
general,
some women be
bro.
on that.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. First date, I'm probably not gonna open your
Bro,
door.
I could be a whole gentleman, but if I don't open your door, it's a whole argument.
Play the scene out.
Chivalry
Like, is this
isn't
I'm
dead.
gonna pick you up? I'm picking you up. I'm getting out the car, meeting you at your door. Open
No, sir.
Not happening.
Ladies.
Okay. Hold
Are
on.
you
What?
opening from the inside?
Not that's not happening.
No, I'm asking.
No, wow, that's
Reach
it.
over and
That's
open
it.
up.
Push this
I'm
shit
asking.
up.
First date or just like
No, because he said,
Nah, it all
he
depends.
said, hold on. He said
Listen.
first date, he
no,
not getting
I
out
didn't
the
say
car.
first date. I didn't mean to say first date. I'm saying like a date. Like
I do
this
have
is
a question.
this is a date.
You
I'm
said
picking
you
up.
said you're not getting out the car to open
Not,
it.
no, first day I'm not picking you up and
Okay,
you
I
just
have
come
a
into the
question.
car. I'm
I do
picking
have a
you up
question.
and I'm gonna meet you.
On the first day,
at
are
the
you
door
getting
or
out of
something.
your car,
You're not
hugging
listening.
her, and then
I'm telling
opening the
you
door?
that.
But
I'm
I
telling
missed
you
it.
that.
That's why I'm
I'm trying to
He
tell
said
you.
no, he
Cut
said
me
no.
He's
off.
not opening the door
No,
on the first
no, that's
day?
not what I said. I'm saying on the first date,
They're meeting.
it's not gonna be a pick you up and you open the door type of thing. I'm gonna probably come to the crib and open it. Like I'm gonna meet you outside. The doors will already be.
I'm pulling in the crib.
Yeah, I'm pulling to the crib.
And walking in the crib.
We walking out together and then I'm opening the door. But if
Okay.
it's like second, third, fourth date, I'm
So you gonna
not
stop.
getting
You're
out the
not gonna
car,
keep doing what you're doing
coming
on the
around,
first
opening
day.
the door.
I'm not
you know.
doing that, bro. Car, we can go in the crib, walk out the crib, walk out together.
Nah, but when we leave the restaurant
I'm
though.
gonna unlock the door with the.
When we leave the restaurant, I'm gonna open the door. We
That's
getting
wild.
back in the car.
They
Like
just-
if we out the car together, I can open the door. But I'm not getting out the car, opening the door and getting back in the
Nah,
car.
bro, it gotta be on some like
Why
we going
would
to
you
a
get in
nice
the car?
restaurant. I'm just trying to
Don't
be
get in the car
chivalry.
before I get in the car. Open
Literally.
my door, then you
First date is
Are you
not
listening?
non-negotiable.
I don't think you listening at
I'm
all.
trying to decipher
I'm
what you're
just-
saying. Explain that. Say it again.
I said
You
I
said
said
you're
what you
not getting
said.
in the car and then getting out
I
the
said
car.
what you said. If I'm out the car, I'm opening the door. If I'm in the car, I'm not getting out to open the door.
Okay, so there's no extra
That's wild.
effort to opening the door. But if you
Why
are
would it be
outside, I'm just
extra
asking a
effort?
question. So
Because
if you
you're
are
trying to
outside
get
of the
along.
door, or if you're already
So it is a
outside and you're
beginning
outside,
thing.
you're gonna do it.
No, if you do it in the beginning, you're gonna continue to
You
do
think-
it.
You said
Okay,
I'm
what
trying
if
to
you-
get the girl. That's what you
Yeah,
just
but
said.
like if you're on a first date and you're in the car,
You're not listening,
Bro, I'm
man.
not even gonna set that standard.
You already
up.
said
Like,
it's
I
not
don't even want to
first
set
date.
that standard. Make me think that's gonna be.
So
a
that's
regular.
not something you do at all, like opening.
First date, I'm never. I honestly, bro, I can count on my hand how many people I've opened the car door for.
All right,
also it's selective. It depends on
It's
who
not
the
even
girl
selective.
is.
It's not. I know it ain't on the first date. It's more so on like, I just feel like doing it. We going out. I'm just being funny. I'm gonna open your door. Cool.
that's being funny.
Yeah, cause I'm
That's
not gonna set the
wild.
tone of
Interesting.
opening the
Hold on, I
door.
have two comments, and one is matters. It says, well, what's the point then? Consistency is key. What's the point of starting off like that if you're not gonna be consistent?
Yo,
The
we
same
all
way-
switch up.
The same way
Stop
y'all
talking
start
about
out certain
that.
ways.
Stop talking about that.
Yeah,
Why
y'all
do y'all
start,
switch
y'all
up?
start out
So,
certain ways and don't be the
what
same
do
way.
we do? What do we do
It
that
can
starts
be the-
off so amazing and then we
It
just
be
drop?
di-
Right.
Like, what's-
one
what's the
minute,
Example.
1 minute, y'all can be nice, everything cool.
Personality
Nice is a
that has
behavior. We're not talking
Being
about
bold,
sexual.
nice is a
nagging.
behavior. Nice is
Like,
a
that's
behavior.
fine.
Nagging is a behavior. All of those are
That's
behavior things.
behavior.
We're asking more so, what do we do?
That's
What
it.
do we
That's
do?
what it is.
That's a lot.
If
No.
our attitude changes, it's probably because you did something. We're talking
That's
about what
always
you naturally
us.
do that you stopped doing in the beginning. What do women naturally
So
do
we
in
gonna
the
sit here
beginning
and say
we
that
stopped
we the only
doing?
ones that put on in the beginning. Y'all
I'm gonna
know.
tell you this. I'm gonna
We're
tell you this.
asking for examples. You have yet to give
Y'all,
us
y'all a
a
little more freakier
personality
in the
switch.
beginning.
That's not true. That's not true. Maybe the women,
Yeah.
maybe the 10 women that you slept with was probably more freakier
Nah,
in
'cause
the
a lot of them
beginning.
ain't,
but that's
it
not
wasn't a
true.
multiple type thing.
But you said it was
one
10. I'm
and
saying
done.
you
Oh,
can only
no.
spend
Out of
one
10, it might
series
have
of
been one or
10,
twice.
correct?
It
Is that the
wasn't
way
like
you
a-
married?
ongoing
Yo,
thing.
yo,
That's the way
Kiara,
we-
Kiara,
Watch
Kiara,
yourself.
Kiara, yo,
I'm
you
asking.
wild, yo, voice is going too wild.
Yeah,
It's
you-
not. It can never go too
No.
long. But if you want to say women, you've only
No,
been
we
with
not.
10 according to
Not
what you
going
said
You
in
need
the
to talk about them
beginning.
9. Don't talk about that one.
Oh, so the one.
Talk about them 9.
Okay, got you.
Kiara, intriguing.
The one is off one of these guys.
Live is going off right
I
now.
do think in the beginning things are different. Things are different. Personality is different. Certain things you're doing.
Mhm.
I do think women. I think everything's a friendship at first, right? So like at first, women are cooler.
Yeah.
In the beginning, comes a point where okay, they're not as cool. They're not cool with this. They're not cool with that. So yeah, things change up for sure.
I got a question. I got a question.
Talk
So
to me
like,
first.
ladies, what is your definition of chivalry? Because my perspective, I feel like chivalry is just going that extra mile to show you that we care. Like, cause to me, okay, what I do it, but what are you getting out of me opening your door? Before you was with me, of course, you was opening your own door. You had no choice. But now that I'm with you,
It's not before you was with me. It's when I'm on my own, when I'm by myself. Of course,
That's
I'll
what I'm
open my
saying.
door. But if I'm with a guy who's courting me, who I'm dating, who I'm with, why are you not opening my door?
No, he's saying, what do you get?
what
out
do
of
you
it?
get
Like,
out of it?
This is what I would say.
Okay, I could tuck you in every night, tuck the covers in
Go
under
ahead,
your hips.
answer.
I'm gonna say it's a sense of submission. Like it's a level of submission. Like
For a man or a woman?
for a man, for us as women, it's a level of submission that we're giving to a man. Because yeah, we can do it ourselves. We can do almost all of this shit ourselves. Actually, most 100% of the shit ourselves. That's not the point. Is that the thing is that okay? So if you live with a girl and you paying all the bills, why for what? Why are you paying all the bills? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to take care of her? Same thing as if I want a door answer for me. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to look out for me? Why do you want to open the door? So it's a level of submission. Like it's one of those ways where you can just show a level of manliness or to a degree or whatever. And chivalry comes with that to a degree. So I'm not saying that we're looking for a whole bunch of chivalry. We literally gave 2 examples about holding the door and opening the door and stuff like that. We haven't even given out half the stuff that we could have and should have, but more so we've already dumbed our, well I don't even say dumb, but we've already knocked ourselves down a couple of inches when it comes to our standards. A lot of girls have, especially in this day and age with this new millennium and this generational Z and stuff like that. We have definitely knocked our standards a lot because men don't even see the value in doing certain things anymore.
Like what?
That's why we're having
Like
this
what?
Like
conversation.
opening the door
Like
for
opening
women
the
like
door.
that daddy probably did for your mom.
That's Josh say that's
the
surface level.
example I'm using.
And
I
I'm
don't
sure
care. I don't
that's
care how
an
surface
example.
level it is. That's
It's
the
an
example.
example.
Okay, hold
Give me an
on.
example.
Before we get too
That's
deep.
young men. Huh?
But I mean, before we get too deep, technically, if you want to look at it that way, we're just as independent as you guys can be. Y'all can do everything that y'all want to do on y'all own. Males, we could do everything what we want to do on our own. So it's just like, okay, yeah, when we do get together, I'm just trying to figure out like how does the value get so heavy on me? Maybe just simply opening the door for you. You could have did that by yourself.
I also feel like as women, we give a lot of ourselves in general. So for you to do the least of opening the door,
Men don't give themselves.
I never said that y'all didn't.
We don't give ourselves a lot.
That's the same thing. I never said that you didn't.
I'm just saying, do men give themselves?
We're not talking
a lot?
about
Yeah, they
what.
do.
They do.
You said
Okay.
they do?
I'm glad you're
Awesome.
approach that.
Now that we've gotten that cleared up, like I said, women already give a lot of themselves. I'm not saying that men don't, but a lot of women will change themselves for a man versus a man changing themselves for a woman, and that's facts. And that's nothing to argue about. We will literally change ourselves.
I don't
And
say that's nothing to argue
I'm not.
about.
Listen,
I get completely.
Men change things too.
I get completely.
Men change things too.
I never said 100%. Like, y'all continue to take things out of context. I literally said that we do change ourselves. I never said that a man didn't change himself or nothing. That never came out of my mouth. I said that we're more likely to change ourselves. I'm not saying 100%. It could be one of the smallest little things that will benefit a relationship. But we're more willing to change some of ourselves to better a relationship versus a man. That's facts.
That's not facts. We don't have
Yes, it
percentages on
is.
that. We don't know that.
Okay, well
It
then,
depends on the
hold on.
relationship. And then we basically, so back to the first question, just going back to it, then that means it is roles, not in just a marriage, it is roles in a relationship. Because if y'all depend on, if y'all say we gotta open the door, that's our role to open the door for y'all, then it is roles in this thing. It's roles.
So Sam, if you were wanting to date a woman,
Why can't I get the door open? Why can't I get flowers? sent to
how
my
you know
crib?
she won't get in the car and then reach over to open your door?
Man,
No,
come
no,
on. What
that's
we
not the
talking
same.
about?
That's
Man,
not
I
the
be
same.
feeling that test a lot.
What we talking about?
They do, but there's some women who
So
pass
he
it. But can I
won.
ask
Why
my
can't I get
question? Can I
flowers?
ask my
Yeah, come
question? If you were wanting to date a specific female and she asked you, can you open my door for me? Are you gonna say no because that's not what I'm used to doing? You're gonna count her out because she asked that
Am I
simple.
gonna-
But is that something simple enough for you to change? Like if you really like her or want to get to know her, are you willing to make that adjustment for her to start opening her doors,
No, I'm not
including
gonna,
her car door?
I'm not gonna count her out, but am I gonna be doing
Are you
it
gonna do it? Are you
every
gonna
time?
do it?
Every time?
Maybe not every time, but majority of the time.
You gonna have to remind me, like, that's not gonna be on my mind. That's not
Is that a deal breaker?
So you're not
for
gonna
y'all?
make it an
No,
effort
that's not
to
a
bring
deal-
it to the
that's-
front, like this is what she want, let me try to
If
accommodate
it's somebody I
her.
see value
But you would
in,
expect her to do that.
do what? Open
If
my
you
door?
had a certain want that you wanted your girl to do and she wasn't doing it, you would easily count her out, right?
No, I'm not saying I would count her out. Like, that's not gonna say, okay, I'm gonna count you out because if she has a-
Nah, being your boy, if a girl not doing
But
something,
our
that you
deal breakers
want-
are not
Right.
like
They
that.
don't count
Our,
them out
men's
for
deal breakers are
anything.
not
I
as
do have
simple
one
as
comment
that.
from
Right.
Bode. One comment from Bode real quickly, cause y'all know she gone. Men don't have to adjust in society, period. That's why they can take those positions in relationships.
I
Hold
cannot
on,
agree.
say
Hey,
what?
yo,
Yeah.
try to
She
control
said-
the conversation.
she said-
Hey, yo, stop.
She said-
Don't really, come on, bro.
She said
But
men
I
don't
am
have
right.
to.
Go on to
She
your
said men
conversation.
don't have to adjust in society.
Stop.
Cannot
That's
agree
cap.
to
That's
that.
Men
so.
don't have to adjust in society. So y'all, if
Whatever,
y'all,
whatever they doing over there,
Why
that's
did you read
yeah,
that? Why
stop
did you
that.
read
That's
that?
not,
That's not
true.
true.
now
That's
y'all
not
are
a nice
upset.
day.
Now
That's
y'all
not-
upset.
I'm
with my
showing
comment.
chivalry if I tuck you in bed every night.
That's who said
I'm
that
just-
was chivalry?
I'm just.
Dang, that ain't
Where are
good.
you getting your definition of chivalry from? It's from the past, from
Everybody-
somebody
I
else's
didn't know
definition.
tucking in the
Chivalry
bed
is
was
in the
chivalry.
past altogether, first of all.
I'm just-
Because
I'm-
I feel like-
chivalry.
Nah,
feel
it's-
You see what I'm
Please
saying?
don't act as if you're chivalrous.
I
You
am.
don't, and
I
this
am.
bitch
I
just open
promise you,
doors
I am.
for women. That
I
is
do.
like
I do answer
no
doors.
one.
I do answer doors. I answer doors. I
Yeah,
open
but you
doors.
won't open her car door?
Yo, first of all, I'm probably one of the most chivalry guys you know.
I doubt it. I can't
Just because
tell.
I open a car door,
I cannot
then we're just basing it
tell.
off one thing. We're basing it off one thing now, right?
Yeah, that's a part
A
of
car door.
chivalry.
Count other things.
What else? What
You
else
can do other
do you do that's
things. Other
chivalrous?
things.
Like
It's
what? Give me an example.
No, you tell me what's your definition of chivalry.
Give me an
Tell
example.
me what's
Because
your
you said you're one of the most chivalrous
I
dudes.
do
Give
other
me an
things.
example
We
of what
open,
you
we open
do.
restaurant doors. We open
That's
house
not opening doors. That's
send
not opening doors. What else
send
do you do?
flowers. Make sure everything good to the crib.
I got
Like
a
we
few
do other
homegirls that
things.
send flowers.
Oh, they send flowers.
I got a few homegirls that send
Good
flowers
as
and
a
edible
rib is
arrangements.
chivalry?
Yes, and
Or
Really?
good
I don't know
as
about
a
it.
rib plays into
I don't.
Yeah.
I personally don't want flowers sent.
No,
Edible
edible-
arrangement cool.
But
Edible
I know I
arrangements.
have
I don't
I have a
really-
couple friends that send edible arrangements.
Tell them to chill out on the flower.
Bruh, the term chivalry is coming from the medieval times, and I'm
What
just.
is the definition of chivalry?
If you want to get real technical, okay, the sum of the ideal qualifications of a knight, including courtesy, generosity, valor, and dexterity in arms.
Does
of
not
war.
mean does not say opening car doors.
What do you think generosity and courtesy
And I
is?
asked a question earlier. I said, "Am I showing chivalry if I tuck you in bed every night?"
Yeah, that's sweet.
And kiss you on the forehead.
So all I'm
Say
just
that.
saying
And
is
that's what I
chivalry.
want.
Chivalry is based on the relationship.
Me kissing on the forehead before I leave to go to work. Shout out to Rod on that. He kisses his wife every time before he go to work. That's a real OG. But that can be chivalry.
It's based on a
Luke
relationship.
said, bro said he wanted flowers. Let's not forget, man. Females are meant to be taken care of at the end of the day.
Bruh,
So you're not-
so as men,
He said you
men are-
definitely a split the dinner type of nigga.
So let me.
You trying to go half and half?
What's wrong with that?
Who said it?
Luke,
What is wrong with that?
What's wrong with what?
No one have one have with everything. What is wrong with that? I came out of a vagina just like you came out of a vagina. But
I
because
feel
you
like
Some women
Wow.
feel like they're not going half. Like now last week she said. She was-
Nah, going half is that's crazy though.
actually let me put it like this. I don't think anything needs to be 50 like everything 50.
Maybe not
The only
everything.
reason why I
Maybe
say
not
this is
everything.
because almost everything you do has some type of leader, some type of something that you have to follow. And if we're both on 50-50, when do one of us agree to this? Like, when do one of us take
well,
So
for a leader without followers, there's nothing to lead.
So let me ask you this though. When you married, you got one account. Then what? All that money going to one account. So what's the
Say the
difference?
question again.
When you married, y'all saying 50-50. Say it's 50-50. We talking about
I
finance.
don't want to be in a 50-50.
No, check me out.
I'm just
Check me out. When you get married, a lot of people say just go with one account? Is it not 50-50 then?
I'm not one accounting nothing.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
have
one
my,
account with your husband?
I'm gonna have my account, he can have his account, and we'll have a joint account together.
Why can't we just live off one account?
But no,
Why?
no, I'm not doing that.
It's
No,
our money.
no, it's not. I make
That's
mine.
crazy.
You make yours,
You're
and then we can put
wildin'.
ours into a pot together. I
That's-
don't care.
That's your-
I don't
that's-
care about.
y'all
I
are-
don't care about none of that. What you
Y'all are
care
a
about.
unit.
I
A
know,
y'all are a
and
unit.
I know, and my mom was married for 22 years, and she had an account for her and an account for him, and they had an account together, and that's what she has
So
right
you
now
gonna
with her
base
new
it off?
marriage.
You gonna base it off your mom?
A lot of situations and a lot of people are based off their
I'm not
parents. So
saying it's
yeah,
not.
yeah. Now what?
I'm not saying what. I'm just saying you
So
can't.
y'all do. So you do want to have a joint account though.
I do want to have a joint account, but I'm also gonna have mine, and I'm not gonna fault him for having his account.
But
Like,
his money, your money, your
no,
money, his money.
because of the second
So-
you
so-
buy something off of our money and I didn't agree to it,
Why
now
can't
we
we
have
just
an
talk
issue.
about it? It shouldn't be no issue.
But certain
Because
things
you
you
get to
shouldn't
a
have to
point
talk
where you
about.
stop talking about stuff.
You might
You
want
get
to
to a
buy
point
your.
you stop
Hold
talking
on,
about
what do you-
stuff.
It's
what you-
like your
what you
dad
mean you
gets
get to a point
where
where
he
you stop
starts
talking about
doing
stuff?
his own thing or needing his own space. Like he may go out and do something for that joint account before talking to your mom, and
Then
then she
that
like.
it's all communication is part of marriage.
Yeah,
But we
Yeah,
talk
but
communication
communication
it's
is
a
not
big
always
purchase,
100%.
if it's
We
a big
all know
purchase,
that, so let's not act like
if I
it
want a
is.
car, if I want a car and I'm married, I'm not gonna just go out and buy the
Well,
car.
that's a big purchase. Of course,
Babe,
it's not gonna
babe,
do that.
I like this car. I want to get this. Do we have it enough so we can buy it?
Do we? That's the thing. If you like, let's go back to your 20 million. Let's go back to your 20 million.
Yeah.
If you got your 20 million sitting on the side, are you gonna ask your wife, "Can I buy this car?" Or are you gonna purchase the car for your 20 million?
Babe.
Nah. If they bills is 15 million, then hell yeah, he gonna have.
Yeah.
No,
I have
I'm not.
to.
But I understand that. But in general, if we just go back a little bit, your 20 million or whatever else you're making or whatever, if you're making a substantial amount of money and you want to go buy a car, and on top of that, you have your own account. Now, it's not a joint situation. I'm just giving you an own account perspective. You have your own account. You want a car. This car is not going to affect your relationship. It's going to add value to the relationship. Blah blah blah. You might say, "Hey, babe, I want a car. I think I might go buy one tomorrow." But you're gonna sit there and say, "Hey, babe, I want a car.
Let's talk
Let's
about
talk about this thing. Let's figure out how we're gonna do
it.
the
So
money
we
situation."
might say, yo, babe, we knew we wanted to invest in this new building.
Exactly.
We wanted to invest.
All purchases supposed to be.
We
ran
want to
by-
invest in
Right,
this
and
big
we
building.
can get that from the joint account that we have. But again, you
Oh,
have an account by
So
yourself.
I wanna ask this last question before we exit. It's not quite about 50-50 or roles. Ladies, do you expect your man to cry at the wedding? And men, do you think you would cry at your wedding?
I already seen one of the homies cry already. Cried boo-hooed at the wedding. Couldn't keep his composure.
Do you think you'll cry at your wedding?
Man,
Who
I'm
was
gonna cry. My man Josh Reeves, Shell, we appreciate you. I seen him at his weakest moment. Boy couldn't hold himself together. Am I gonna cry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a boo-hoo, bro. Like, and I'm a boo probably for a few other reasons, but I'm a boo-hoo. Like, that woman that take me out this game, this life, like, she deserved it. She deserved whatever she want. Like, she took me out of it. I'm gonna cry. I think my homie's gonna cry. I think it's gonna be a celebration. Chef Dave gonna cry. He gonna be like, he gonna be like, yo, we had a heck of a run. Like, we had a good time.
Fresh, do you think you gonna cry at your wedding?
I probably will. I ain't gonna hold you. You find somebody that you want to say I do to, that means something.
Nah,
Because I'm not about to say that to just anybody. So if I'm saying it, it's hitting hard. Like, it's hitting heavy. So I don't got no
I
problem.
think I'm gonna cry before she walked down. Like, just knowing, like, this is the end all be all. I'm probably gonna cry when I see her, just how beautiful she gonna be. And when it's time to say them vows,
But it shouldn't be required, though. If I don't cry.
nah, it shouldn't be required. But some women do
Yeah,
expect
some-
it.
Yes, a lot of men is like, if my man don't cry when I walk down the aisle,
that's-
I'm clearly gonna walk back
not
because
real.
obviously he ain't see me.
That's not realistic. to
It's
me.
not realistic. Like, am I gonna cancel everything because he didn't cry? No.
I do think that I'll probably cry at my wedding. I don't know how bad, I'll be crying, but I do think some tears would definitely drop just because of the occasion. Like you said, a woman get me to that point that I'm really
Not the
like,
game.
yo, we gon'
You hitting different.
yeah, like we gon'
Reek
really,
crying.
huh?
Reek boo-hooing like.
Oh, he definitely cried.
You fall.
like,